Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of
I
Shameless
know you
FC.
see me vibes in there.
Yeah, bro, the tune's a banger. So many people ask me to change it. I can't. It's iconic.
It's about
Iconic.
every time I'm dancing like, eh.
You can't change greatness. Like my football club is starting to learn the hard way. But we're gonna delve into everything regarding not Shameless FC, the football fixtures of last weekend. Man United losing, Chelsea feeling like we're still losing. Arsenal winning, Liverpool winning, and all of that. Leicester winning as well, which is great to see. We need Neil back up in the Premier League sooner rather than later. And yes, this is going to be the new time for Shameless FC, by the way, because we're filming the Back Again podcast on Sunday evening, so I'm not around, Flawless is around. This is the new time for Shameless FC, Tuesdays, 10 p.m. every week, which also suits me really well because my team ain't in Europe. So I need something to pass the time in midweeks, and this is a great way. It's a great way to do it. Yeah, big up everyone though. Check out everybody's socials. Check out everyone's YouTube channels. Links are down in the description below. Don't forget the away kit lottery is still active. If you guys want to get involved, any super chat, any amount gets you in with a chance of winning a free Chelsea away kit or any other shirt you want. It doesn't have to be Chelsea. I don't blame you with the last couple of weeks. I wouldn't really want a memory of this season either, the way things are going. But let me know. We can arrange things. Just join the lottery. And yeah, we're probably raiding Sarcasm City as well afterwards. So stay tuned, people. Of course, I don't know if you're live or not afterwards.
Yeah, United Liverpool show. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so I got to talk to these happy Liverpool fans like Ryan. Fucking great, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, bro. I hear it.
Flawless, I've got to say in it, yeah. Shout out to you, Lewis, Troops, and Hassan, man. I just got to put it out there right now, yeah, because I know Flawless personally outside of YouTube, yeah.
Facts.
And the one thing you don't do is try and go for Flawless when his team has lost, because he will I've seen it so many times, bro. Man will flip the script on you, bro.
You gotta be calculated,
bro. But you'd think Liverpool lost. The way he flipped the script on the Hassan.
Because you know what it is. It's because man don't ever want to talk about the game. If man, even when we get onto it, if any of you four here criticize Manchester United player, criticize Ten Hag, I will not defend that game. People always forget where it sparks from. Where it sparks from, we was talking about Chelsea. And I've heard Lewis and many other Chelsea fans criticizing Thiago Silva in particular in that game, which is strange because as bad as Chelsea have been, you rarely hear Thiago Silva slander. I asked a genuine question and was like, what's going on with Thiago? Because Lewis mentioned it before I got to it. And he's like, how you asking about Thiago Silva? Shout out to Hassan, by the way. But yeah, how you asking? You're trying to prolong it like we're on a timer. Like we can't run that show for 2-3 hours if needs be. Like truth, no one had to cut. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we only had an hour slot. So man are always doing too much. Man are just being extra. Talk about the game. That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
Because they want to go after United.
Do you know what it is, though?
Go after you with quotes you haven't said. They do the same thing with me. I see it.
Yeah.
You know what it is, yeah?
Now you think you're on great.
The two comments that floored me, bruv. Like, man had sore stomach. I was laughing that much. I was in my kitchen. I was legit. Like, no word of a lie, on my kitchen floor, dying, bruv. Yeah. Was the one where
he can't even get it out. You know, I already know what one of them's going to be. It's either going to be Jurgen Klopp or what was the Jurgen Klopp comment? I forgot about. Either that or
man said Jurgen Klopp is the Harry Kane, bro. That's
it.
That was it. When have you ever, and that was the crazy part I was onto saying when Hassan said, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, when did
that was it though, but the other one that floored me, Flawless, is when I had to rewind it 10 times, bruv, to look at Hassan's face. Like, shout out Hassan, innit? I got mad love for the guy.
Yeah.
But like, bruv,
that's my guy.
It was the bit where you said, oh my God, you're legit worse than Ryan, bro.
Facts. He loves that bridesmaid thing. You know what I'm saying? Holding on to that.
When you drop that bar in Sam's face, bro.
I'm saying, I apologize, Ryan, because you're not the worst. You know what I'm saying? And that is him. You don't even take
shout
pride
out
in
Sam,
it.
man.
Yeah, every
No,
time.
but
man.
shout out to Sam.
Thanks for being worse than me.
I was on the floor, bruv. I was dying, bruv.
It's mad.
The thing
Oh,
is,
that was
But yeah,
genuine things that you can criticize Man United about, but people don't want to have those conversations. They want to try and take the easy way out. That's my thing. There's genuine criticisms, but a couple of things. Flawless already admits them, so you can't really hold him against, because I agree. And second of all, you go off the emotion and you can flip it so easily. It's just, you put it on a plate for somebody and you just knock it out the park. For me, I wouldn't say I think the same as Flawless, I'm the same as Flawless, but I
It's
can see
similar
where
thought
Flawless is
process.
going with the things.
It's a similar
I can
thought
see where
process.
it's going. It's like, right, you want to this, you're it's almost an offense. Like, you're coming up with that. Is that the best you can do? That,
like, because they're too concerned about me, and it's kind of like, we just got, how much more ammunition do you need? We just lost 3-1 to Brighton at home in embarrassing fashion, in particular in the second half, which we'll discuss. Pick a player. You know what I'm saying? Any player you want. There's 11 players out there. Pick one. If you want to go at the manager, so that's 12. You have ample opportunity to say what you like at that given opportunity, to the point I ain't going to defend anything. You know what I'm saying? Even if I think the criticism is over the top, because I'll never defend a performance like that, ever. Because that was horrific. You know, that was in particular. In the
But you want to know what I
second half,
noticed with that? When you don't defend it and you start joining in, then they start going to other narratives that you haven't even said, because they can't find anything to really get at you with. Because how can they get at you when you're agreeing with all the points
emotion?
Yeah.
Emotion.
Because I'm honest, because what, man, one is for me to, what it's about, in particular Hassan as well, he's a prime example of this. What he wants me to do is defend it. That's what it is. He wants me to go on Be Bum Back Again podcast and defend that, defend us losing 3-1 to Brighton, defend Ten Hag's decision. How? As much as I love my because I love my football club, that's why I won't defend it. I'm not going to do that. Like, that's just, to me, again, just straight illogical. Like, I'm not other content creators who do that type of thing, who are just going to defend United religiously. Same way I'm not in a Twitter space after the game, you know what I'm saying, defending that. Like, no, I can be a fan of my club and a fan of certain players and a fan of the manager, but yet still critique. Word to Matisse, I can criticize in isolation. Like, Ten Hag, like, it was horrific. You know what I'm saying? Not solely him, but he was like, players horrific. I can't defend that. Casemiro, my guy. But he's been poor this season. Like, why is that wild? Am I supposed to defend him for his poor performances? Martinez, my guy. Been poor. What are we talking about? Rashford, who I've defended. Not good against Brian. He was shocking. But hey, we move. We move.
Yeah, I'm glad one club is in a similar state to mine, because
I thought you lot were going to win that game, man. I swear down, I thought you lot were going to
I didn't. After we got to about 60 minutes, I saw the writing on the wall. This was just Forest reincarnated. And now I'm very concerned, because this ain't a low block. That's a team that attacked. That's a team that gave us space. And we still did the same crap. Like, we are the least threatening team in the league.
Who's in a worse state, do you think, United or Chelsea?
Oh no, us. We have a manager who played for a draw away at Bournemouth.
I don't know, because you still got some good plays to kind of come back still. I don't. And you can say to me, you're starting off under a new manager.
You're done out. If the system's screwed, you're done out anyway, even with a new squad of players that need to bed into a new system.
I think you're both fucked, innit? But like,
we are right.
That's the most logical thing you've said, Ryan. Yeah. Genuinely,
they're definitely both fucked. But I just don't know who's more fucked.
Right. I would say solely us, simply because we at least we just have a better than their attack's awful, and our attack's.
You've got a guy at top. We have
in regards to obviously what I've seen from Højlund from a short period of time and Rashford. We have two players who can actually create and score goals.
Yeah, you still got a guy who scored, was it 30 goals last season or something?
Yeah, something crazy like that. Like that legit.
In what league?
If you're talking about Rashford in all competitions,
you
got
right.
In all
competitions,
but like, don't get mistaken. If Rashford and Højlund get injured for lengthy periods of time, we are Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah. It's just that they're in blue in London, we're in red in Manchester. It's the same
but
thing.
But then at least Chelsea could have a good midfield at some time, when like Lavia ends up going back to Savić.
I hear the way you lot talk about Ten Hag. It sounds like we're talking about Poch.
The criticism is very much the same in regards to there's no plan of attack. Like, I don't know what you are trying to, like, when people say, oh, Manchester United are a counter-attacking team or a transition team. No, we're not. We're not. That's incorrect, because I've seen us play every different way in these first 5 games. I've seen us try and counter-attack. I've seen us transition. I've seen us get on the ball and dominate. There is no set style. There is legit if the players are playing well on the day or not. I've seen us play very well. I've seen us play absolutely piss poor. So that's where the criticism lies. And then his decisions not making sense. Like, the fact...
What do you think made him go to a diamond? Sorry to interrupt.
I was going to get to that now. That's exactly what I was going to say. Good. Like, that's how you know we work together a lot. That's a big concern. Because I think if Anthony's fit and available, he does not play the diamond.
I agree.
So
I actually agree completely.
The fact that your whole system is reliant on one guy. And if that guy was in sublime form, getting goals and assists, I could understand it. This is someone who's underperformed for a long period of time, and your whole system, you're like, if he's not here, I'm going to switch it up. This is why I'm so interested to see the formation against Bayern and the personnel against Bayern. Because the obvious thing to go to, which is why it don't make no sense to me, is you had success last season with the 4-2-3-1/4-3-3, and all the players you had there, bar Varane, who's back in training, are pretty much fit and available, who played like an important role. So you have it, and the one time or a couple of times we've actually played decent in games this season, in particular Forest after we went 2-0 down and then scored the 3 goals, and then Arsenal away for the most part, apart from the 2 most solid performances, were with those systems, with that personnel. Why not just revert back to it? I don't know why he didn't keep going with that, having had success last season. But you bring in players, Mount made no sense. Or now they're cool, no issues with. And I just don't... That's the biggest issue I have. I don't understand what he's trying to do. Forget whether I agree or disagree. I don't get it. It's substitutions in the game. Awful. And that was something he got right so often last season. Our substitute scored more Premier League goals than any other team last season. So I know you can do it because you did it all last season. And then we get to this game and you're bringing on Garnacho and Palestri with 5 minutes to go. Taking off Højlund to bring on Martial and got booed for that, and rightfully so. And I hear the flip side, people talking about, injury prevention. If he can't last the whole 90 minutes of the game, cool, don't start him. Have him on the bench, bring him on at halftime. That's just, that don't take having...
How do you make a team weaker? How do you set up to become weaker? I don't get that.
You put Harry Maguire and Evans on.
To be pre-planned and stuff like that makes no sense. Even with the Maguire and Evans one, that's a bigger issue of terms of not them bringing them on in that game, because our first four choice centre backs are all injured. It's like, you should have pushed Maguire out the door. This comes back to pre-season. You should have pushed Maguire out the door and pushed for us better centre back. We was linked with centre backs all summer.
They run their contracts down.
We don't. I'm talking about him though, because the same.
Good to have you back as well, by the way.
Big up to Ant every single time. The same thing he's done with Sancho, he could do with Maguire. When he wants to, he's ready. I've seen him do this with Ronaldo. I've seen him do this with Jadon Sancho. This manager is more than capable. Bear in mind, I fully understand why he's done both of those things. You can do this. So you can force out a Maguire. You can force out a McTominay, because I've seen you. I'm watching what you do with Sancho. I've watched what you've done with Ronaldo. So you're capable. And that comes back to forget the actual in-game management. That's before the season starts. And I was banging on about this all season long. Yes, we had a good season, but this squad is short. When I said on this show and other shows, on other platforms, we need 5 first-teamers. Forget squad overall. 5 first-teamers. People say, well, if the manager's that good, why does he need 5 first-teamers? Because his team is not that good. And we're seeing it now. When we rely on our better players to perform. And when our better players are unavailable or are not performing, we don't perform well. We don't get results. We lost to Brighton, who was the first person who got criticised. Rashford. If Rashford plays well, we probably win that game. But we rely solely on him.
It's selfishness. It gets to a point where it's just too frustrating.
Yeah. And I understand. That's why I won't defend him for that. But I'm just pointing out, why is it on him?
Rashford was the guy.
Yeah, why is it on him?
Your mic is...
So the fucking thing.
Pick up the phone, fam.
I can hear you, but you can't hear me now. What?
Pick up the phone.
Now you sound like you're underwater, bro.
Pick up the phone.
This pagan phone, bro. I fucking hate this pagan Smartphones, smartphones, they're dumb.
He's probably just not picked it up.
Sounds like it's underwater and in a Pringles can at the same time.
Is that better?
Yes, much better.
fucking smart. Bruv, we're in 2023, yeah, and we got smartphones acting blonde, bruv. Acting like fucking dumbasses, bruv.
This guy just
And that's not a
You know, you're just
disrespect to
attacking blondes?
blonde people in general.
with
I'm
the
just saying.
90s insults. Do you know what I mean? Proper
That, bruv,
90s
this is what it is, bro. I'm going way back to the 90s, bruv. These smartphones are acting dumb, bruv. Yeah, like this guy, bruv. Dumb, bruv. Fucking dumb, bruv.
Hey, that's your captain, Lewis. Don't do that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Captain Connor.
I don't
What the hell is that?
Sorry,
I was about to say, who's
What
dogs
the
on the
hell?
loose, bruv?
What
But
the
then I
hell
realised what he was
I
doing.
thought I was tripping. What
yeah,
was
that's
that?
the soundboard.
Okay.
Lewis has got a new toy.
Yeah, that ain't my captain. That ain't my captain. Oh, it's a...
But that's what your players are doing anyway.
No. That's your vice captain.
That's
You know
our
why?
manager.
You know why they're playing so shit? They coming to chill with me to smoke weed
Nah.
every day.
Your current captain's Ben Chilwell, and then backing him is Conor Gallagher.
My guy is Chilwell and Gallagher as well.
And what a great captaincy, bro. That's a great captaincy, bro.
Drogba was right, you know.
That's a captaincy for the future. That is, bro.
Wait, what did Drogba say?
I no longer recognize my club. He said that 6 months ago, and you know what I get.
Begovic said something, didn't he, as well?
I reckon. No, what are you talking about? I recognize this, bro. What are you talking about? I recognize your club. This is Chelsea pre-Roman, bro.
What was that?
I said this is Chelsea pre-Roman, bro. I recognize this. I don't know what he's talking about. I recognize this Chelsea.
Pre-Roman Chelsea was a top 40.
This is Chelsea. This is Chelsea that got sold for £1, bro. This is.
What, the
This
Chelsea
is that
that still had
Chelsea.
more European trophies than Arsenal?
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Roman came in and did the damn thing. I can't even deny it. Bro. Like, all fair. Hey, listen. Before you try to say anything, before you say anything, yeah, like I said, fair enough. Roman came in. He did the damn thing, innit? He did the
That was
damn.
before Roman.
What?
We had more European trophies than Arsenal.
Oh, really? How many Premier Leagues and shit did you have?
Hey, you lot had England.
How many? Did you hold on? Your last league before
We had
Roman
England.
was in 1960
Yeah, man.
something.
What was that?
I think your last
Yeah.
league title before Roman was what, 1960 something? 60.
1955. 1955.
But that's even worse. I was saying 60s. I was trying to be nice, bro.
No, there was attempts.
But like I said, look, that's not me. Listen, Chelsea, but it is factually true. Last 20 years, Chelsea have been the most, successful club, and that's down to Roman, innit? But now you're back. You're not Roman anymore. You're Todd Bowley, man. You're back to the old
Ronan
Chelsea.
Keating, bruv.
Literally,
But
you're back to the old Chelsea.
Bowley's always the first one to get
Westlife
criticised.
vibes.
He's not the reason why we're in this situation right now. The biggest problem
He's
is
the
manager.
reason why you're buying all these players.
But the players aren't the problem. It's the system they're implemented in. I've said before, experience doesn't matter when you're set up to win games. Not when you're set
We
up.
was told last year,
By
yeah.
the words-
No.
Wait. By the words of the manager, protect the point against.
No,
Bournemouth.
that's different. Yeah, no, but I get that. No. Obviously, that's a whole different
How are
fucking
you meant to
aspect.
win with that? Your own manager against a winless Bournemouth.
Yeah, but
side
like
is
you were
trying-
saying, bro, maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know. Because obviously, I don't think anyone
Road to 40
knows.
points, bruv.
But
can't
what
lie,
you need to
correct,
know
he
is
has
because
been
in
kept
pre-season,
correct.
what I'm saying is in pre-season, these man were looking like fucking, these man could be back. And then since day one of the Premier League, Spursy happened.
Poch turned into a pussy. Literally that. We lost Nkunku.
No,
and he
Poch
threw
turned
all
into
these
Spursy,
players
but
out.
worse.
It's
Poch-
literally Tottenham. He thinks protecting a point against Bournemouth is fine. He thinks two forwards.
But
at
that's
home
what you
against
lot.
Forest
That's what
is
you
fine.
were. That's what you
Who
lot were
hired
in
him?
fucking before Roman Abramovich, bruv.
Hey,
No, we were a top 4 team. We were a top
Ah,
four
yeah,
team.
you know, fair.
Lewis, do you think
I'll
it's
give you
because I
that.
seen someone? I heard someone mention this, and I can't remember who it was, and it may be too soon in regards to Poch. But you think he's just no longer the manager he once was? Or you reckon it's too soon to say so?
No, because at pre-season, I saw something that clicked. I saw things that were
Okay,
working. Like, I think he's just completely gone back on his own beliefs, and he's just been a coward. That's why I'm not saying Poch out. Like I keep saying, Poch out, not Poch out, because I've seen things that worked, and now he's gone back on it all. Now I'm seeing problems every single game. The Carney Mudryk substitution, the two forwards at home against Forest, the idea that when we lose, there's no plan B, and you just throw every forward out there with 10, 15 minutes to go. Trying to get the team to time waste against Bournemouth, to protect the draw.
Wait, what? You was time wasting.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, G, I've been there, bro. I've been there, bro. Listen.
Go on,
We were playing the slowest, most lethargic brand of football. When we had the ball and we were trying to attack, we weren't attacking in numbers and we were playing the ball slowly to waste time. When Bournemouth were attacking, boom, straight, everybody's back to defend. Chilwell is brought on with 10 minutes left of the game at 0-0. Not even one of the youth attackers.
Yeah, Chilwell, bruv. Chilwell 2.0,
bro. Give
Project Chilwell. What are we talking about, bruv?
It's not even Chilwell to play in the wing. He brought him off to replace Colwill at left back.
Yeah, Chilwell. Bale was a left back. What are you talking about? Bale started as a left back. What are we talking about? Project Chilwell. What are we talking about, bruv?
The problem isn't Chilwell even on the pitch. It's the defensive mindset.
Yeah, I get that.
Everything is to just defend and to protect.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying about Todd Bowley. Doesn't that come down to Todd Bowley mainly because he had the choice. Who was it? What stream was it? I saw.
If I had Tuchel,
someone said, no, that's what I'm saying. Someone said, look, you had £1 billion. You could have bought different players with that billion.
They put £1 billion into a whole youth project.
They're not the problem. Like we're deflecting to the players every time. Sorry,
no, Lewis. The reason why I'm not saying they're the main problem, but they are part of a big problem because they're inexperienced. I'm not saying they can't come good at some point. Of course they can. Every footballer can. Do you know what I mean? That's they just need experience. But the players you've got are so inexperienced, especially when it comes to the Premier League. They're so inexperienced. That's where the problem lies. And I'm not blaming the players for that. That's not their fault that they're inexperienced and at their age. That's not their fault.
But they're not
you know what I'm saying?
Inexperienced because they've had first team football before.
But they've had first team football somewhere else. This is the Premier League. We might listen. We might say that it is a farmers league right now. And I said it before. It's just a luxurious farmers league in the Premier League because it's the most money. You know what I mean? But regardless of that, it's still if you take City out of this, that league is still top to bottom more competitive than any other league.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the inexperience of the Premier. I've always said it. It doesn't matter if City's made it a farmer league. That doesn't take away the quality of the Premier League compared to the other leagues. And that's not me saying there's no quality in the other leagues.
Want to talk about the quality of the Premier? I'm going to debunk this right now. Look at the easiest fixture. Look at the strength of schedule. Look who has the easiest start to the season.
Oh my days!
You lot what? Oh shit! We were fourth. We're toughest. All right.
Right. So, like Premier League, like they got given the easy route. The problem isn't the players. Like it's not inexperience. I keep saying if you play.
I'm not saying that's the main problem, bro. I'm not saying that's the main problem. I'm saying that is a part of the big problem because of the inexperience. Give it a year or two, then they'll probably bang. Most of them will probably bang.
The only way I could agree with you on this is because if we had like a world-class team like we did in the noughties, for example, they'd be able to coach themselves in spite of the shit coaching. But like you're asking for one of the best teams in Premier League history. I'm not expecting that from them. They're young players. They need to be coached. They need to be coached correctly, not coached to protect draws against teams in 15th.
I get
teams
that,
haven't
Lewis.
won in the league yet.
I get that, Lewis, but you have to be. Cam is right in terms of you need to balance experience and youth in order to be a successful team because you have at the moment you've got Thiago Silva, and that is it. And we mentioned this in
pre-season. And Raheem Sterling.
You need a spine of experience and knowledge. As much you don't like Mount would have been one of those leaders in that team.
Mount ain't changing a damn thing.
But compared to you need
what
experience
right now.
You need experience in different positions. So when things are going wrong, as for a young team, they look to the captains on the pitch and they look to the boss. Now, you're saying the boss is a problem. I can understand that. But in terms of the individuals, they need to do better. And part of it is I've been banging on about this last year. It's Bowley. Bowley is a massive problem. And I don't know why you can't see it. Because you've spent all this money and you've gone backwards. Bro, that is a problem.
Think about it, bro. Listen. In Bowley's you know how I can compare it. You know how I can compare it, bro. When did you start watching football properly?
What?
When did you start watching football properly? Like what year was it? Like you can recall your first proper season of watching football.
Like watching it from a non-casual perspective, I'll say 12, 13.
No, I'm saying as a Chelsea fan.
Oh, as a Chelsea fan, no, 6 or 7.
Oh, 6 or 7. All right, I remember that first transfer window you had with Roman Abramovich, bruv. And it is sort of the same. Bruv, all right, I know when you look at it money-wise, it's nowhere near. But when you equivalent to it from what 20 fucking years ago now, but they did the exact same thing Todd Bowley done, but they did it. Roman did it smartly because he bought the experienced players. He bought the Johnsons and the Drogbas and all of these. You get what I'm saying? Whereas Todd Bowley, he's gone out and let's be real, he's seen this whatever Arsenal project that he thinks is working, which we haven't won fuck all yet, but he's seen that and he's seen the inexperience because I'm not saying Chelsea have literally gone for every player we've gone for, but think about how many players they've gone for where Arsenal were linked to first, or the players were even twerking for us. You know what I'm saying? So
Felix.
No. I know. And what I'm saying, there's been a couple more as well, but I can't bother off the top of my head to think about names right now.
That's it. It's not
What I'm trying to say is, yeah, with Todd Bowley, he's just completely said, "Nah, fuck that. I want to go with a youth system, yeah, for the next 10 years." Not realizing, bruv, exactly what Neil says. You have to balance it, bro.
Fine with the right coaching. Which is why I don't
regardless of the coaching, bro, it doesn't matter with it, but regardless of the coach, Pep Guardiola wouldn't be able to serve you.
They be playing.
Pep Guardiola would do much better with this squad.
He would do much better. No. He would do much better, but he wouldn't be able to save you.
Yeah,
save us.
He would do much better than what Poch is doing and what Tuchel has done. But I'm saying he wouldn't be able to save you like that. Not for another year, 2-3 years.
Save us from what?
From relegation.
Really?
No, just save you with the rut you're in right now. Bro, you're in a mad rut, bro. You're in a mad rut.
Race.
Huh?
We're not asking for no title race form or nothing. We're asking for enough form for top 4. This is the problem of the coaching. Better coaching would get better performances out of these players. Not defensive-minded performances.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
All of the problems on the pitch, the laziness, the shite mentality, the poor game management, and we point the finger at Bowley. How does that make sense?
I agree with that because people do that with United.
It's
and
Bowley and it stinks.
It's
who they
not
bought?
stinking.
No.
You are right.
The only thing that
no, you're right, bro. You're right.
The only thing that Bowley's wrong for is his manager ID because that fucking is alarming. That's scary. Other than that, I don't know what else he's done wrong.
You're not with top-notch Poch no more, no?
Poch out.
He's magic. You know, Mauricio Pochettino.
He's a catfish.
I think the Poch thing is kind of simple in terms of. I think the main reason why he's doing it. And I said
shout out to Timo on that one. So.
I said something similar to. Yeah, I said something similar to Flawless about Ten Hag last night. I think it's just the pressure. What big up Hassan, bro, big up, man. But I think
Ryan, man.
But I think
my guy. Sorry.
I think with Poch, what you've got is what you have to remember. We all look at Poch as like the Tottenham Poch. Do you get what I mean? That's the Poch that you kind of want at Chelsea at the end of the day because we all look at that as the best Poch. But you have to remember that the levels of expectation and pressure between Tottenham and Chelsea is always going to be way bigger at Chelsea than it is Tottenham. Let's accept that. It always will be, especially after the amount of money you spent, having, spent £1 billion in a year and the amount you spent in the summer under Poch anyway. And I think Poch isn't handling that pressure well because, it's natural, you spent a lot of money. And and with Chelsea, that every bad result, every bad decision is going to get magnified. It's going to get talked about. It's different to Tottenham, where at times it would be brushed under the carpet. You'd get time, etc. You ain't getting time at Chelsea like that. Already,
did Poch get all his players that he wanted?
So I think it's the pressure which is making him do these stupid team selections and pragmatic decisions. It's kind of what Graham Potter did last season. Graham Potter I think Lewis said it, abandoned
We
his
must be living
principles due
in the
to pressure.
multiverse.
And I think it's kind of
Flawless
the
is
same
agreeing with
thing with
Ryan.
Poch.
He's smart on though, because
He is. That's the thing. Sorry, I keep butting in, Ryan. I'm sorry, but he's
because
It's
spot on.
alright.
yeah,
Cool,
because what Poch is doing, like, is just so unpoch like.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like if he played the correct team and it was still poor performances and he weren't getting results, you go, all right, cool, it's set. But when your team selections don't make sense, when you're saying things like, "Oh, we're protecting the point," that's a worried man.
That's dumb.
That's a concern, man. I bet as bad as Chelsea fans would be if they would have went for it and lost, they would prefer that than to just roll over and draw and accept a draw with Bournemouth. They're not away to Arsenal. You're not away at Manchester City where you go, you know what, a draw, or you're away at Anfield. That's actually a good result. You know what I'm saying? Away to top six.
Stadium,
Especially in the position that you're in right now. Yeah,
Yes,
I totally get that.
Bournemouth, and the thing is, you had opportunities to win the game. If you go for it, you probably win. That's the crazy part. But because he's under pressure, and it's so crazy that he's doing it so early, because these are the times to actually make mistakes. Is to put your philosophy out there and actually
easiest start to the season.
Yes, because we know your run after the international break is horrendous. So this is the time. Forest at home, go for it. Bournemouth away, and then if you want to be more pragmatic, when you play Liverpool and when you play Arsenal and when you play City, everyone will sit there and go, you know what, that's fair enough. Chelsea are not at the level of those teams. Be a little bit more pragmatic, get your points, and you'll be okay. It's literally, they're coming off their worst season. It's a free hit in terms of what you need to do. You have to be. There's no way Poch should be under this much pressure.
A man said high expectations for Poch. Like, I don't think people deep how low the bar was for Poch when he joined. He didn't have to do much. Do you know how much we gassed pre-season up?
Yeah, you man gassed.
That's how much we've been starved as a fan base. And he's managed to drop the bar lower. Like, it baffles me how we managed to go backwards with every single manager. I don't fucking get it. And Fatra, I'll go into his donation as well. You said Bowley on manager ID. If Bowley sacks Poch, isn't that 2 permanent managers in a row that he sacked for a year? Yes, it is, but it would also be 2 that dug their own grave. Which is why I know you would want to use
Can't you say that Bowley's adding to that, like helping the digging because of the players that he's given these managers?
They're the players that he wanted. He's had a say in every transfer.
Yeah, but no. I'm talking about. Poch might have got his players, but Poch came into a squad that had already had most of the fucking players there.
Felix left. The only 2 that he wanted to keep that he didn't get was Mount and Havertz, and thank the Lord he didn't get that.
That's alarm bells. That's alarm bells that he, as much as it's alarming, my manager wanted Mount. The fact that he wanted to keep Mount is alarm bells, because
you wanted them to.
I don't know what you 2 are on about. What's alarming is fucking Arsenal signing Havertz, bro. That's the most alarming fucking thing. Listen, for you Arteta fans out there, that is the most alarming thing in my mind. Like, I would forgive you for. Bro, look at the donkey, bro. He actually looks like a donkey in the picture, bro. He actually looks like a donkey, bro.
Shame.
Trust.
Yeah, that's for you, you dickhead. You wanted to keep them 2.
But he actually looks like a donkey in that picture as well. That's how crazy.
That is alarming, because even if you
that was on Sunday, bro. I spotted that at a festival in London.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
What?
He had no. He had no. I know what that is. He had nothing else to wear in it. That was the only clean top that he had.
I'd go shirtless, bro.
That's
it's a festival.
Trust.
He may not have the body for it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we give a fuck, bro. This is England, bro. Would you mean that, Flawless, you live here, bro? How many times have you been out on a sunny day and you've seen a fat English white man with a big fat belly out, bro? Like, right, lads, let's go to the pub, lads.
I hear that, Cam, but I'm not one of those. I defo don't have the body to be out here topless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm built like one of the jellyfish from Shark Tale. This is not the way.
Hey, I got an excuse. I got 2 kids in it. I can use that. I got my dad bod in it.
Not the way forward in it. I ain't trying to see me topless. No one ain't trying. Like, come on, man. That was one of them. I've been there. Why do you think I grab like a United top every now and then? I'm like, yo, man's got no other shirt clean in it. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Not this one, the gold one. I just throw it on. I got nothing else. So, we move.
Please beat Villa on Sunday, even though I already know we're losing 2-0. Is what it is.
Not confident.
Hey, we're gonna. Listen. People are trying to say that.
I ain't confident for that shit. Emery ball in transition, long. Long.
I
Just,
guess.
you
They'll
know
play
what?
high
Not
line.
even Villa. Not even Villa. Brighton. Do not get knocked out of the League Cup. I beg. I fucking
they're
beg.
knocking you
We're gonna have
out.
this
Are you away or home?
They are knocking you
We're
out,
at
bro.
home.
Like, let's just
Don't make
you
it
have to just accept it, man. Brighton are knocking you out, definitely.
Hey, who
Brighton
knows?
knocking
They
you
might have
out,
to rotate. They might have to rotate. Don't make a difference. They rotated,
Brighton
on,
are gonna
I was
knock
going to
you
say
out,
they might
that'd
have
be
to rotate and they'll beat you 5-0 instead of 3-0.
they rotated on Saturday and they beat
I don't know
United.
I don't know what's going to be the worst
That's the thing.
scoreline. Either
Brighton
Man
beat
United,
United, like-
Bayern Munich tomorrow, or Brighton versus Chelsea next week, bruv.
It's just long. Kingsley says, I'm done with the old man. Drop him, cough Thiago Silva. Just
Yo, did
take
you see
Thiago
his tweet
Silva's
earlier
social
on?
media away because fucking
Yeah, I
hell.
don't get why.
I
Yo,
just
he missed.
complain.
He
He
missed
just
his chance.
complains.
He missed his Champions League, man. Like, I
That's
get
what
it.
you get when you get a player on for money.
I don't care. I missed the Champions League. Whoop
know you
the
do.
fucking do, bro. How about you girls in it?
You did not have to tweet that.
think I
It
give a
was
shit?
ridiculous.
He's just setting us up to get cooked by every other rival. Oh, Champions League, fucking cry
But did the
face.
tear emoji as well, yo.
I have tear emojis when I watch you play. I'm not here for this shit. I don't care if you're silver. I don't care who it is. This mentality is bitch made in this fan base. Not this fan base, the club. The club. Not even the fans anymore. It's the club.
You know, Mauricio
Look what Poch has done to this club.
Pochettino.
Yeah.
Look what
this
he's
is cra-
done.
Got
I've got
Silver
Gallagher
tweeted.
as captain.
He's
I've got Chilwell
magic.
as vice
Wait,
You
wait, let him
know.
go.
crying
Let him
about
go.
UCLs. This
Wait,
is
run that
fucking-
back. You got Gallagher as captain. What was the rest, fam?
Yeah,
£1 million
Chilwell as
spent.
vice captain. Silver crying every fucking week. We dominate possession and don't do anything with it. We're 14th. I looked at this table.
Can't even get a shirt sponsor.
I think this is the 2023
Right.
calendar league table. We are 16th.
You and Nottingham Forest.
Not even
Yeah,
OnlyFans want to
We are
sponsor you
16th.
anymore.
fam.
Minus 11 goal difference.
Hey, look,
Wait,
we're
what's
in the
this?
Premier League.
What's this table? What's this?
The 2023 calendar table.
Oh shit, we're 6. All right.
Yeah, it's still second. Pop.
We're 16th.
You're 16th, yo. Yeah, you might
Me and
have got
Ryan
6
are
wins.
fighting for bridesmaids
16th.
right now.
We are free. Oh, Bournemouth are a point ahead of us. That win could have been.
No, I'm the bridesmaid. No, you're the bride. No, I'm the fucking bridesmaid.
Yo, but you know the craziest part is Bournemouth are ahead of you, and if they played 2 games less, or what is that? Is that the played column?
They played
What's
two
this on the left?
games
Is that if they
Man
played 2
United are
games less?
6th. Hold on, Man United are 6th.
Yeah, man, we had a great
Yo,
season
that-
last season.
Yeah,
That
true.
doesn't
Say you
make
didn't
any
do that.
sense. How are we on 21 games? Is that
Wait, so we
21
played
goals?
2 games more than Everton and we're 3 points ahead of them. Wow. They could be level on points with a game in hand.
Oh my days.
It's a shame everyone's crap because if you lot actually, if there was
What the
actually good
fuck
teams
is
in this
happening
league,
to us?
you lot could genuinely be in a relegation battle, but you won't be because there's teams worse than you.
Yeah,
It's worse
trust.
teams.
No, let Poch keep playing like this. I want to see where we are in December. That will be
He's
fucking hilarious.
magic.
I need
Where's
you lot
our
in a
next
genuine
point coming
relegation
from?
battle.
Where's our next
Yeah,
point
imagine-
coming from?
imagine
Alright, let's run
next
through the
year when-
fixtures. Let's
Yeah,
run through
imagine
the
we do
fixtures.
shape. I can introduce you to the championship,
cool.
bruv. Trust me, I'm in
Fuck,
that
I
this
need
year. I'll get you all the contacts and link up.
Wouldn't it be funny if Chelsea get relegated unless they get promoted?
No, I don't want this channel going down as well as Chelsea, please.
I just joined the
Bro,
mud. Bruv.
channel
Don't
will
worry.
go up. What are you talking about?
All them, yeah, because
Who
all
the
the
fuck's watching Chelsea in the
you
championship?
know who's watching? No. You know what it is? All the
That's the
championship
close, you know-
sides would. No, all the championship fans would start watching the channel.
Trust,
Yeah.
and there's more championship fans than there's
Oh
Premier
yeah,
League.
the championship definitely gets watched more if Chelsea go, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be there.
100%.
I'd go to a
I'll
Chelsea-
start
I'd
watching
watch
the
every
championship.
Chelsea game if
Yeah,
that
facts.
happens in the championship.
Chelsea on a
I'll
Tuesday.
start fucking watching the championship if Chelsea was there.
Facts.
Imagine
Lewis.
if this was a Premier League show and Neil went up and I went down. This would be
Oh, that's too
You've got
But
more
that would be the
chance-
best
you've got
fucking
more
thing
chance
ever,
to be in
bro.
the championship.
funny. Oh,
You would
my
have to
Yeah,
give
in
you
the
you know what you would have to do,
Champions
Lewis.
League.
You'd
got more
you'd
chance in the
literally have to give
Championship than the Champions League.
you would have to give Neil the reins of the show if that was to happen.
Facts.
Yeah, I might just have to switch hosts every week or something. Because
Yeah, that-
actually, no,
I'm
I'll be
not
the
in the Prem.
neutral. I'll be the neutral championship host.
Yeah. You
Fata
neutral.
says
Can't
you
win
can't
any-
win
everything,
with
kids.
kids.
You can't win
Says
shit.
Pep.
You won against Luton.
Fata, again. When have I said about winning the league?
But that's your standards as a club, no?
And if we want to talk about you can't win cups like fucking Arsene Wenger did it enough times with kids, I don't care. I'm not listening to it. It's
But you've had
excuses.
experience within that.
Excuses
Well,
to defend
they say
the other guy in your
shit. His experience.
Yo,
Very
this-
shit
this-
experience, but it
This
was
team on
experience.
180 on Poch is
Experience,
disgusting as
bro.
well.
It's more than Chelsea
Oh,
got.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know, but it's very shit.
Everything
But
about this club
What's
is just
that?
deflection and excuses
Something.
and bollocks.
hey, listen, I thought
All
your
this-
standards
all
of
you
the
hear
club
from
was
the
to
club
win the
is,
league,
"Oh,
bruv,
if
and the Champions
Nkunku was
League.
here, things would be fine. Oh, if
player.
Nkunku was here, everything would be sorted. He's so key to how, stop treating him like he's fucking Eden Hazard. And if that's the case, if you are that reliant on one man for our entire system, how did he pass the interview process?
You right.
How?
How
And that's how you can deflect it to Bowley. That's how you can do that. Because
That's
the
it.
manager ID is the real question mark for me now. There's two managers now.
Mm.
That's where I get it.
No,
But that's it.
Because it's the same issues with Poch so far that you had with Potter. So that is a concern.
Bro, Assad, that Arsenal game, big match.
Well, let's see. So you got Villa at home, Brighton at home in the Cup, Carabao Cup, Fulham away. You know what I'm saying? Pride of West London. Well, second best team in West London versus the third.
Big up
Burnley
Bully,
away.
yeah.
And then you've got Arsenal at home, Brentford at home, Spurs away, City at home, Newcastle away, Brighton at home, Manchester
You're
United away.
fucked.
Gee, you know what? He might.
They might be in a relegation battle.
No,
Hey,
no,
hey,
no,
They
no,
might
wait,
actually
wait.
be in a relegation
At
Go on.
battle.
Yeah, you'll
Everton
be in the
and
relegation.
Sheffield United, these two low blocks, these
Oh
are draws.
my lord,
That's your
Lewis,
relegation
Lewis,
rivals,
this is
bruv. That's your
you know what they're
relegation
doing
points
to you
right
now,
there.
bruv. They're doing to you what they used to do to Arsenal every fucking year under Wenger, bruv, from like 2007, bruv. Bruv, they're giving you every single hard team one after the other, bruv. I remember them days where we used to play fucking Chelsea and then United and then fucking Liverpool and then fucking Tottenham and all at once, bruv. Like you're like, bruv, you don't want to give us a break, bruv.
Hey, Lewis, if he doesn't pick up some wins like against who is it, Villa, Fulham, who
And
else, and
Burnley.
Burnley.
He's got
If
Arsenal.
as I
He's
say,
got
if
Arsenal.
he don't pick up any wins in those 3 games with that run of fixture list, because I knew it was bad, but actually like looking at it, he's not making it to Christmas.
I agree.
Not prayer he
completely
makes it to
agree.
Christmas.
You will be.
Completely
Good.
agree.
Not
If he
a
keeps
prayer.
doing this shit, good.
Not
Good,
a
I
prayer. If
don't
he
care.
don't get
You
points,
either
like I
dig
said,
your own grave or you fix up.
yeah, like Villa, Fulham, Burnley are 3, like not all must win, but you got to win 2 out of 3 of them. at
They're
least.
definitely winnable fixtures. Like you have
Yes.
got to be winning. At least I think
2
Florida's
out of
at
3.
least 2.
At least
I think
2.
you have
If
to
he
get
don't-
minimum 7 points out of 9
Yeah,
of that.
if he don't get 2 out of the 3 and then you play Arsenal,
No, I'd say
Brentford,
6.
Spurs, City.
No, wait.
Okay,
A man
listen,
said finally he's starting to seal this. Stop with this shit Bowley agenda. Because just because I agree with one aspect of what you're saying doesn't mean I agree with everything.
Yo, why is Timo riding
Bowley
out
is
for Poch
not
so
the
much?
problem.
Hey,
He's
Timo,
the
stop
problem.
sounding like
He's the
minerals,
problem.
man, bruv. Move from that, bruv. Definitely a
Like,
minerals fan, bruv.
this Bowley
Definitely a
agenda
minerals
is
fan.
another excuse.
Timo,
Blame it on Bowley. That's the reason
Timo
why
is what
set up this war
Timo
game.
sees. Listen, Timo sees minerals as Eminem, bruv.
He's not.
definitely
He
a
is
fan,
not.
bro.
He is not making Christmas. If he don't.
Oh,
win
with that
2
run
out
of
these 3
fixtures,
next
yeah,
games,
100%.
if he
Well, I'll
doesn't
be
win
real
2
with
out
you.
of the
Even
3
if he
games,
get no, flawless. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah. Even if he does get 2 lucky wins out of them 3,
Yeah.
if it all goes tits up in that run of games, regardless, I don't
How
think
many
he's
games is
making it
it?
to Christmas.
So there's
Even
1,
with
2,
even
3,
with 2
4,
wins
5,
before that.
6, 7. Yeah, that 7-game period is crazy.
Long.
If he
Long.
don't win,
You
The
guys
only
easy-
one in that period that you got a little bit of a chance is Brentford at home. But you know,
Burnley.
United
No.
win.
Brentford, that's another L. That's their
United
3rd win in a
away.
row at the
That's-
bridge.
I'd say
Arsenal, that's
Burnley
their
over
4th win in a
Brentford.
row.
What I'm saying is though, those 7 games, because if he goes, you can't go winless for 7 games at a club like Chelsea and keep your job. And
Even
he could
Potter
easily go
didn't do
winless.
that.
yeah, no.
Even
Yeah.
Lampard
He
didn't do
Don't
that.
do that. He could easily not win Arsenal at home, Brentford at home, Spurs away, City at home, Newcastle away, Brighton at home, United away. I'm not saying he loses them all, but that's easy not winning any of those. And you can't go 7 weeks in a and not win. You lot legit could be in a relegation battle by the end of that. Legit.
Like I
That's
said,
gonna be-
December. I'm very interested to see where we are when we go to the Old Trafford.
I'm
I thought the worst period you'd ever see me in was May. We might be able to better that. We might
Yo,
actually
yo,
be
that-
Hey, we might. Listen, this is just great, bruv, because I just love seeing your fucking
Yo, that
club
Man
in the
United
mud,
Chelsea
bruv.
game could be El
Your
Sacco,
club
bro. Like,
fucking deserves this, bruv. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
say what
bruv.
you want. We infected you with Kai Havertz. My job's done. You're still in some sort
Bruv,
of misery.
fuck the infection, bro. I don't care, bruv. Look at where your club is, bruv. Fucking down the mud in the fucking sewers, bruv.
Yeah, so's your
Don't
title
care,
race
bruv.
with this bozo
It's
starting
fine, bruv.
most
You can
games.
show me a picture of Kai Donkey Havertz, bruv. It's fine, bruv. My club, listen, even in my club's worst days, we were never this bad, bruv. And we're
I don't
talking
think
Wenger
any of
days,
us were.
bro. And we're talking Wenger days,
I
Hey,
was.
we're
especially
breaking
pre-Wenger.
records, man. We're breaking records.
Bruv, this is bad, bruv. And the worst thing is you spent over £1 billion, blood.
But
And
again,
you,
it
bruv,
goes back. It's
you
the
are
players
so
not
muddied, bruv. You lot are. Listen, Man United are in a similar position, but at the end of the day, Man United have the players there. It's just getting them to fucking play, I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Dude,
That's
do they
about
have
it.
players?
Hey,
I don't
that
think
sounds
United have the
very
players.
familiar. That sounds very familiar.
But you
Man,
lot
do you
are
honestly think
so
United have the
muddied
players?
right now, bruv. This is what you lot deserve, fam. Fucking hold that.
All our problems are the manager. If the manager was making more
Yeah,
sense,
hold that, bruv. You keep
position.
thinking it's the manager.
It is.
I don't
it's
think
just
it's the manager. No,
You keep thinking it's the manager, bro.
there's something wrong.
Manager,
with
Until
yeah,
I
of
see
course, has a
another
big
one.
part to play with the team he's got
Two
right now.
managers
'Cause
are doing the same
on the
thing.
pitch,
Both
yeah.
with
When it comes to the
reputation.
pitch, when it comes to the actual football on the pitch, yeah, that's on the manager. I get that, but the players he's been put with, and all of this, most of them, that's not on the manager. That's on Bowley and what he's bought. Like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm agreeing with you know who, but bro, Bowley is a massive problem, bro. He's a fucking huge problem.
Todd
I said
Bowley
it.
isn't the
I said it. No. I hope someone fucking goes back a year ago when you 2 years ago, a year ago when you lot got taken over, bruv. And I fucking said it on someone's stream. I forgot. It might have been the Shameless. It might have been on the Gunner Talk, Mandem stream. I said it on the stream. Todd Bowley, he's been given 1.75 billion to spend. He's going to spend throughout a 10-year period to spend that. He's going to spend that within 2-3 seasons so he can take real control of that club, bruv. And then you're fucked. I said that. No one wanted to believe me. People wanted to fucking laugh at me. And what are we seeing right now? Man spent $1 billion. And where are you lot in the league, bro? Bruv, you might not want to hear it. You might think I'm chatting shit, bruv. This is reality, bro. This is a fucking reality, bro. Bruv, you're literally living the reality and you're saying it's not reality, bruv.
Can I talk? Is Todd Bowley the reason why we are starting at home against Nottingham Forest with 2 forwards?
I hear that.
Is he the reason why the only forward?
I'm not denying that, bro. You're not. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not denying that. When I said, like I said before that, I said when it comes to the on pitch, yeah.
I gotta land. Is he the reason why we're taking fucking midfielders off and putting wingers against West Ham to kill the balance? No. Is he the reason why?
What players have you got though, bro?
Bournemouth that was linking up with Nicholas Jackson and Mudryk.
Yeah, but what players have you got, bro?
We're bringing on Chilwell at 0-0 and trying to protect the point. No, that's
what
not.
Players have you got though? What players have you got though?
Bro, we had youth attackers you could throw on to try and get something. Players with actual attacking mindset.
Yeah, and I get that. No, but he doesn't obviously fucking believe in these youth attackers because they're youth.
I don't believe in the manager.
To be fair, your whole squad. To be fair,
I don't believe in the manager. So
yeah, but most of like I was saying, I'm not denying what you're saying, bro. I'm not trying to deny what you're saying, bro. What I'm trying to say is you need to look at Todd Bowley a lot more than what you think, bruv. Because Todd Bowley's the one that bought all these players, bruv. He's the one that's gone out and spent this exceptional fucking mad money, bruv, within a year. That money that he got given, that 1.75 billion, we were told was for a 10-year process, bruv. My man spent it within a year. And he's going to spend the whole thing within 2-3 years, bro. And I told you, and I said it, bro. I know it from my own fucking club, bro. History will repeat itself at your club. They're going to, listen, they're going to get to a point where you're going to get a little bit better. No. Listen to what I'm about to say. You're going to get a little bit better. You will do, because that's a given, because you've got the money there. You've got the power there. You just need to find, like you said, the right manager, Fairs. Yeah? You will get to a position where you'll be better. You'll be fighting top 4 again. You'll be in the Champions League. But that's it, bro. they're not gonna care about they're gonna give you that, well, top four is good enough for us and all of this. I've been there, bro. That's what's gonna happen to you.
I don't know, because you're talking about top fucking 10-year plans. Like, what process is 10 years? And who sits
No,
there
this
and
is what we were
accepts 10 years?
told, bro. When he got given, when he took
It's
over.
bollocks. It's bollocks. Who's doing a 10-year process? No one's doing that.
I'm saying he got given 1.75 billion. This is what it was in the report, something like 1.75 billion to spend over a 10-year process. And he spent it within a year and a half.
10-year process. No, to spend over 10 years, not a 10-year process.
Yeah,
that's different.
What I'm trying to say is it's to spend over 10 years, meaning, you know,
yes, to spend
got
within
10 years to spend that, and he wants to spend it within 2 years, bro.
That's not a 10-year process. That's not a 10-year
You're not
process.
getting what I'm trying to say, bro. You're not trying to get what. You obviously don't see it on Todd Bowley, innit? Because obviously he spends and spends and spends for you because you don't see it, bro. Every other fucking person has seen it and they're telling you. And you're like, no, it's not Todd Bowley.
Wrong is the managerial decision.
No, like I said, no, Lewis, I don't deny what you're saying. I'm not even disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing. When it comes to the on pitch, yes, that's mainly on Poch because he is the manager. But where it's not on Poch is with most of your squad, the players he's been given. That's what I'm trying to say. But yes, it is on Poch because of his management of them players. Yes, I get that. It is on Poch.
But you again go back to players. So I'm saying these players are destined to fail in this setup and they're the least of our problems. That's what you're not addressing.
The thing is,
the biggest problem over is the manager. Go on.
I agree. No, I do agree with that in regards to has Todd B made mistakes? Absolutely. But is he the biggest issue currently right now for Chelsea? Absolutely not. The biggest issue is the manager because the players that are there should be performing better.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that.
And the reason why I know why Lewis is coming from, because it happens with my club all the time. As soon as we lose, people want to blame the Glazers. Glazers are crooks. They're definitely worse than Todd B. Definitely a problem at Manchester United. Are they the reason why we've had the start we've had? Absolutely not. That's more so on Ten Hag and more so on the players. More so on Ten Hag, in my opinion, to be honest. But that's a whole different conversation. But in regards to Lewis, the things that Lewis says make sense. There's no way you should be coming out with the mentality and saying we're protecting the point at Bournemouth. You are making defensive substitutions against the side who are legitimately could be battling relegation. If Bournemouth were to be relegated, none of us are going to be majorly surprised. They are potentially a championship side. And you've gone there early in the season and you are protecting a point against them. The Forest game at home, another side who travel away terribly, have won 2 games in 40 games. The last side they beat away from home in the Premier League, ironically, is in the Championship. And you play 2 attackers. That's not Todd B. Even if you have attackers you don't rate,
even against Luton at home, we played 2 forwards.
That's unacceptable. Those decisions there, that's unacceptable. That's on the
manager.
This guy's
a pussy.
That's on the manager. That's the
biggest problem. We have a pussy in charge. And Fat, I'll come to this as well, because again, we need to cut this. Lewis, another question, not trying to be a hypocrite. How many players in this team can you guarantee reach their world-class potential? How are we making guarantees? Especially when we're already doubting the coaching that they're underneath. How can we make guarantees? This is just made to switch it to the players. It's not the players. It is the manager. It is the coaching and it is the tactics. Even under Graham Potter, there was games where he coached wins and it was the players that fucked him up. And I gave him credit for those matches. Not this. We have a young squad that can be molded, that can be shaped into cohesive, good players, and we're trying to play fucking defensive football against Luton, Bournemouth, and Forest. You can't tell me the problem isn't anything other than the guy in charge, and that's fucking Poch.
Yeah, and just to clarify as well, when he says what players are going to reach their world-class potential, Chelsea, I don't look at any of them Chelsea youngsters and say any of them have world-class potential. Which Chelsea youngster has world-class potential? Who is the gem that we look at Chelsea? Not saying they can't be top
Enzo
class. No, I can't be saying great. How old is Enzo?
Like what about Lavia?
Okay, we'll give Enzo. Lavia is not. He's not including Lavia.
No, he's not
because
world
Lavia's
class.
not started. But no, Lavia. I agree. Lavia and Enzo. So take Lavia out of it because he's not started.
Casado's still 21.
Yeah, again, Caicedo. All right, cool. Take Enzo. He's 100 and odd million. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, we know he's quality.
That's true.
Like,
That's
what,
true. To be
what
fair.
Timo's saying, let's, for argument's sake, Ryan, I give you Caicedo. Enzo, I agree with. Take those
I'm
two
just saying
out
it
of
because of ages.
Yeah,
like,
no. I hear you, and you're 110% spot on, not disagreeing with you. But take those two out of it. Who are these players for Chelsea that have so much world-class potential?
Look how we set out against Luton.
Would you say Levi Colwell?
I think top class. I wouldn't say world-class.
I think he's got world class potential. I've
People use world class
Okay,
too
well, the point is,
easily. in
yeah,
my
I wouldn't
opinion.
say, I can't say
forward
world
to
class because I don't think he's better from what I've seen, and it's only a short sample size. I don't think he's better than Badiashile. And I don't think Badiashile yet has
like
world-class
Badiashile.
tendencies. And I'm a big fan of Badiashile, but Neil just said it. We are too quick to put world-class tags on people. There's very few players.
3 or 4 games, world class.
There's very few players right now in European football who are genuinely world class. To me, you can count on one hand the actual amount of world class players there is in Europe. Legit, maybe 2 hands. But let's not act like there's 15, 20, 25 players who are world class.
50 people speaking 50, I swear at times.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, there's not 50.
They have a run of 8 games.
Yes.
World class. No.
Yeah, world class. World class is not only are you performing at a consistent level, but you're performing at a consistent level over a long period of time. Not 10 games, even a season. Because players can have great seasons, you know. A good player can have an and people's world class. Yo, relax on that. You know what I'm saying? Until you're putting everyone's metrics different, so I hear that. But to me, you're putting back 2 seasons I'm looking at before I'm calling you world class. I can say you have world class talent. I can say you have world class potential. But to call you world class, like if someone says Enzo has world class potential, cool. Not arguing you down. Wouldn't argue, but I wouldn't call him world class right now because he's not been performing long enough at a high enough level. He's just got here. He's just got here. Same with Caicedo. I'm a big fan of Caicedo and Lavia. I think they are 2 top quality ballers. But when I say
world class, you got to do with the years, and you need to put trophies on the table.
And you have to be consistent, because then what happens if you have a poor season? Like, what are we doing here? If you calling players world class, you have to be, even though he's been in poor form for us.
If you're calling more players world class, on their poor season, they're still putting more numbers up than anyone on most people on their best season. Then. Then you can say they're
for
world.
argument's sake,
You can say they're world class, 100%.
For argument's sake,
look at Salah. Look Salah's season.
He's world class.
He's world class. But if you look at his last season, you'd say, he had a poor season. But when you actually look at it, the numbers that he put up, it's like you could say he had a poor season for his standards. For his standards, he had a poor season. But for most players' standards, he was still outshining. Players that most fans would consider that are world class, like you man are saying, because they go on a run of 8 to 10 games, having a good period, and they're world class. You know what I mean? But then their numbers, when you look at the end of the season, they're not even like halfway of Salah's numbers. You know what I mean? So I get that. I get that.
What would you say Saka is at the moment?
I wouldn't say he's world class.
Potential. Not world class.
Potential's there. 100% the potential's there.
I'd say getting closer.
He's getting closer
yet.
But he's not world class yet.
He's young. He's got plenty of time to develop into
He's 20,
that.
what? 20, I think he's just
turned
turned 22, isn't he?
League this season as well.
But he's still 21. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Saka in the
Champions League. Yeah, I think he's.
But the problem is, right? He's so tired, bruv.
Yeah, you've overplayed him massively.
Fucking, my man's gone on a 84, 85 game run, bruv. And that's just Premier League.
I saw he was in the 80s. Yeah, like he's played.
He's consistently played 85, 86 games, bruv, in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's
game after game after game after. The guy does not get a fucking rest, bruv. And when people kept telling, when I kept saying, when I remember this, Flawless. Remember this last year. I kept saying we need to rest. We need to rest him. We need to fucking rest him because he will end up. Man. I said it on Shameless as well. I said he will end up burning out by the end of the season. And what did we see?
No,
he burnt out at the end of the season because we don't rest the guy. We depend on him too much, and this is where I blame Arteta, is because he ain't gone and fucking bought another right winger in. And then when we did have one, I'm not saying Pepe's a fucking brilliant match, but you can play Pepe in 1-2 games, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You can rest Saka for like a fucking Luton and a fucking, like a Luton and a Sheffield United and play Pepe, bruv.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying? You don't have to play Saka in every single fucking game, bro. You see it with Kevin De Bruyne. Not even Kevin De Bruyne plays every fucking game. And that's when he's even on his fucking good seasons.
No, you're spot on, man. Because obviously he's injured at the moment. But yeah, he doesn't. Pep will give him a rest when he needs to at the end
That's
of
what
the
I'm
day.
saying. This guy does not give Saka a rest, bro. Sooner or later, this guy's going to end up getting one of the, it's not going to just be a little injury. It's going to be a fucking serious injury. It's going to be one that's going to keep him out for at least 3 to 6,
Wasn't there
maybe
something that
9 months.
he has some Achilles problem or something? Well, didn't
Yeah,
something
and I'm
come out the
above.
other week?
I pray to God, and I'm touching wood. He doesn't get an injury, but if he fucking gets an injury, I ain't gonna be shocked, bro.
You guys
I
gotta
am
be
not gonna
careful because if they start recurring, that's long.
Yeah.
Achilles
And,
is
and,
damaging.
and you know, I will put that all on fucking Arteta, bro. I will put that all on Arteta, bro.
Yeah.
There's
He
no
does
one
seem
else.
to be the
Like
type
you
of
were saying
manager
about the manager, like because I wasn't even disagreeing with you when you were saying about Poch. Yeah, I was just more saying that you need to give Todd Bowley a bit more criticism than what he's getting. Do you know what I mean? Because he has
I
got a
don't
big part
think
to play.
he's
But that's not. But
nearly
no,
to
obviously,
blame.
I'm moving on from that. I don't want to set you off again. You know what I'm saying? But if Saka ends up getting injured, that's all on Arteta, bruv. I ain't blaming no one else but Arteta on that one.
I get that because
Okay.
it's been a recurring problem with you guys not all season, his entire Arsenal career, to be honest. Like, you can only do it for so long. I remember Eden Hazard was the same thing. You'd always play him week in and week out, and the only difference is, like, Saka's a much better trainer than Hazard is. He could get away with it for potentially a little bit longer, but all it takes is one injury, and then your agility's gone, or you've lost that little spark of pace in your body, and you're just a completely different
One
player.
major injury as well. The little minor ones, your little like stretches or your little, hammies or whatever, that's different. Like, but if it's like a proper major injury, like if it's a proper tear or like something major, that's when it, like when you're out of football for like 3 to 6 months, because it fucks with your mind as well.
Didn't it happen with Cho Lewis?
Yeah, he had an Achilles injury and just never recovered.
Yeah,
well,
he
he's
never
starting
recovered.
now really well for Forest yesterday.
But he never,
Poor
because
team.
I remember when Cho started off at Chelsea and you could see like baller in it, but then like he got the Achilles injury
was
and
the
he just never was
explosiveness.
able to recover. It's sad actually, because I like Cho, to be honest.
He's gonna do well at.
He'll do well. That was a banger he scored the other day. Banger.
Oh, by the way,
Bro,
for the
you're
people in
right.
the chat, I know we got Reece Nelson and Trossard. I was just using Pepe as an excuse because we just fucking let him go for a free, bruv. We spent 72 million on the guy and we just fucking terminated. I said it as well. What did I say? I said it. I fucking said it. We're going to terminate his contract. We're not going to sell him. We're going to terminate his contract. And what goes happens? We've had how many terminations since Arteta's been in and Edu's
I think I
been
saw
in?
it was like 9 or something.
9 terminations, bruv. And these aren't little players that we've spent on little money, bruv. Aubameyang, Pepe. They're 2 of our main players that we've spent big money on, and we've terminated their contract. We couldn't. You're telling me we couldn't even sell them for fucking 10 mil, bro? You couldn't sell them for 5 mil or whatever. Like, you're telling me you couldn't get nothing for them. You just rather terminate their contract. Edu is a fucking fraud. I'm sorry. He when Vinay leaves, he needs to fucking go with him, bruv. He fucking needs to go, bruv, because he can't fucking. The players he buys, bruv, I'm sorry, it's 1 out of every 5 are good players. 1 out of 5 every fucking 5. Sorry, that's not good enough. And the players he sells, we never make a profit. We can never make a profit.
Pepe left on a free, didn't he?
Exactly. Bruv, at least with Wenger, we were making profit, bruv. Like, mine was buying players for $1 million, $500,000 and selling them for 25 million, bruv. And that was 10 years ago. Imagine now if it was now.
Yeah.
2023, bruv. Them £2 million players, he's selling them for fucking 50 million. But these man can't even fucking sell. But I said it before, Edu couldn't sell water to a fucking fish, bruv. Guy is fucking, he's so shit, bruv. And people trying to tell me, oh yeah, but look at the players he signed. Like I said, 1 in every 5. Sorry, that ain't good for me, bro. That ain't Arsenal standard, but this fucking fan base has lowered our standards so much. And I blame that on Wenger as well because of top 4.
I'm seeing it happen to Chelsea by the week. We've turned into
that's why I say when I say to my Chelsea mates, yeah, you're going down an Arsenal route. You're literally the new Arsenal at the moment. They don't want to believe in. I'm like, bruv, I'm not even trying to banter you, bruv. I lived this shit with Arsenal. Give it 10 years, bro. You're gonna be where you're gonna be where we are with Edu, bruv. You're gonna try and sell these players. You're not gonna be able to.
I can't judge the players right now. My thing is, it's too early to judge them. Way too early. Last season,
I'm not talking about judging the players. I'm talking about your owner.
Hell, I'm more worried about us wasting time and some of these players wanting to fuck off. I give Enzo 2 years of Chelsea stupidness before he's like, yeah, I'm done. Madrid, come here.
Wasn't the things about he wants to leave in January?
You got him on a long contract.
No, that's bollocks. That's bollocks.
Yeah, you got him like a 10-year contract.
I know you got him on. I know you got him on.
We can just lock him down and say, "Ha, dickhead, you're stuck. You can go on loan if you want, but that's the best you're getting." But I don't know. That could get very ugly. That could get very.
By the way, the one thing I will give him credit for, Edu, was that Balogun himself. I'll give him credit for that one.
How much do you go for?
45.
I don't know how you managed to get that.
Yeah, so I will give him credit for that one because of it. But the French league tax from last season, innit? He went back to the French league.
Monaco.
No, he went Monaco. Yeah, he went back to Monaco. Yeah, no, not Monaco. He didn't go back to Monaco. He went to Monaco. He went back to the French league.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Right.
I'll give him his flowers for that. Like,
I did see a couple of people want to ask about the whole 6:30 kickoff thing. Apparently, there's going to be with the new TV rights that could be coming in place. There's going to be 6:30 kickoffs potentially from next season, which from a match going perspective is a bit shit.
On what day?
On a Sunday.
Burnley away on the 6:30 or something. Just
Sundays.
Yeah. Sundays.
Yeah, let me find it.
Good luck to the away fans, especially if you're fucking traveling.
You have to go by car.
You have to go by car. You will not get a train. You will not get a train in time. If you're in London, you're not getting. I'm sorry, you're not getting a train. Because I know Sundays are the worst days on trains, bro. They all finish at like 8, 9 o'clock, bro.
Let alone a train. Can we think about? You're up in Burnley. You're going to go to other places like that as well.
You'd have to coach it. You'd have to coach it back.
You'd have to stay up. You have to stay in there.
Or you would have to stay over. Yeah, you would have to stay over.
Like, this is a shit. Like, 6:30 Sundays, they aren't it. Unless you're putting something to like stop it.
I'm sorry, that's not it, bro.
You'd have to make there be a clause that only 6:30 kickoffs would have to have fixtures with a shorter distance or something.
They don't care, Lewis. They don't care.
Oh yeah, they won't.
The TV rights. They don't care.
Oh, so there will be so what they will do is there'll still be the 2:30 game, the 2 o'clock game, the 4:30 game, or the whatever, and then there'll be a 6:30 game. Is that why?
Yeah.
So whoever's at 6:30 is supposed to be the prime time of the weekend, and then they'll end up going to put Sheffield United versus Luton.
Fata says, Newcastle 6:30 on a Sunday. Who goes out on No, my friend, nobody goes out on a Sunday. That's the problem.
Bro, that's the best day to go out. You man don't know, bro. You man don't.
Wait, what do you mean? Sunday nights out? What?
Sunday nights are the best nights. I'm not saying for people like if you are. Look. I'm one of them, innit? Yeah. When I went out, the more people, I hated it, bruv, because it was just too crowded. Sunday nights, oh my days, the most chillest. I'm not gonna lie, the girls, they're more on it. Not on it like that. They're more on it as in bases where they're just fucking more. They will vibe with you. They will chill with that. They will actually talk to you, bruv. They won't give you that, all that bullshit. But Sunday nights, sometimes I've had some of my best nights on Sunday nights, bro.
I never even knew Sunday nights out were a thing.
I'm telling you, Sunday night, Super Sunday. Me and my man them used to call them Super Sundays, bro. Are you sick, bro? We took the old term from the football team and said Super Sundays, bro. Sometimes we used to skip going out on a Saturday night. Bro, Lewis, sometimes, we used to skip going out on Saturday nights to go out on the Sunday night. Like, sometimes Sunday nights are popping, bro.
We need to step out on a Sunday then, because I need to see what this is like, seriously.
But the best Sundays, I can't lie, the best Sunday nights to go out is when it's a bank holiday. They're like Saturday, Friday together.
Well, that's why then.
No, I'm
the
not just
bank
talking about
holiday-
bank holiday Sundays. I'm saying the best Sundays, if you want to get popping, like a Saturday and Friday, would be the bank holiday Sundays.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say. But
That makes sense.
But anyway, I don't know why that went to that cover, my bad. But yeah,
Nah,
man,
that's all.
fat up, bruv. Sunday night, bruv. I'm telling you, bruv. It's
Yeah,
about
that's
it,
fine.
bruv. It pops. It's not like it pops like there's bare people. It just pops because it's a better vibe. Because the people want a better, more chill, calm
The
vibe.
thing is, if you're out on a Sunday, you genuinely want to be out, so it's gonna be a better vibe. If you're
Yeah,
out, if
exactly.
you are out on a Sunday night, you 110% want to be out. You're not like just being dragged
And you're
out
gonna
on
be,
a Saturday.
and every person that's out, we're gonna be in the exact same vibe as you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because on Fridays and Saturdays, half the people don't want to go out. They're just out because their
been
mates have
dragged
dragged them out. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, they're the ones that end up getting blind drunk because they don't even want to be there, bro.
Nah, but in regards to the 6:30 kickoff, yeah, I suppose for match goers it sucks. I'm not fussed about it.
Yeah,
To be
no,
honest.
especially if it's long. If it's long
Yeah.
But yeah,
distance.
if you're staying at
I don't
home,
care.
like that's just more football.
Yeah,
Like
that's
no one's
all.
complaining.
So what is it? Is
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Bear in mind,
no,
they'll
is
do,
it?
they'll
Summer's
do
out of
Fridays
Bangor,
and
summer's
Mondays
out.
as well.
Yeah, is the 6:30 replacing something or is it just in addition?
In
It'll be
I
addition,
think it's an addition.
more games to be shown on TV, so
I'm
it's like
all
less
for that.
games
Yeah,
on
because that's
So you
what I
could-
read. I was
so
only
you-
guessing because that's what it read, innit?
So Sunday you could have like a 2 p.m. kickoff at 4 p.m. kickoff, for example.
I
and then a
literally
6:30
said that.
p.m.
I
kickoff.
think I literally said.
It's not that deep for me. I only go to home games, so like it's just a
Yeah,
drive.
no,
like,
for the home. Yeah,
it's
no.
not that
For the
deep,
home
really,
fans,
for
it's
me.
fine, bro.
The
For
away.
the home fans, it's completely fine. We're talking about the away fans, bro.
Yeah, oh
The
yeah,
people
that's
that-
yeah, I know.
Especially
yeah.
like people like bruv, I gotta give Timo his credit because he goes to fucking every game, bro. Do you know what I mean? And
Bad
on
man,
Sunday
mate.
night, bruv, imagine him in Newcastle on a Sunday, he would have to stay, bruv. Unless he's got someone driving, he would have to stay up there because there's no way he's getting. Well, I say he'd have to stay up there unless he's willing
No.
to grab a coach back down, which is going to take him 6, 7 hours, 8 hours on the coach.
Yeah, but haven't
That's what I
Chelsea
mean,
got that
so-
thing with the away coach thing, like budget or something, Lewis?
Yeah, but
wasn't
that
it?
coach is so there's
Oh,
that.
that's-
But you know how
that's
long
not
that
even
coach
that,
is, bro.
Man are
You don't want to be
complaining
getting
about
on, bro. Listen, I used to get coaches to Liverpool, and I fucking hated it, bro. It used to take 6.5, 7 hours sometimes, and it was the
But
worst
it depends though,
time.
Cam.
I
It
hated it.
depends. It depends on though in terms of people who travel in it. Like that's what it is. Some people.
Yeah,
don't like
yeah,
coaches
yeah.
who
The
do
right
this.
people can make the coach that much better.
Yeah,
The
like
coach
I
travel
appreciate that.
thing's
I
a
felt
load
like
of
there was one
bollocks,
time
by
it
the
was
way.
different,
One set,
couple
one
of us,
set.
man.
It was like 10 quid to 29 quid. If you're complaining about that, then whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, but
so
it's only good for a certain amount of time. After a while, everyone gets bored, bro.
Banazoo.
What on the coach?
Well, they're gonna stop to get food.
Oh, what were you talking? Oh, you talking? Yeah, because like I
Well, bring some
when I
cookies.
Yeah, with the long to get them.
yeah, because when I be traveling about, I get the coach and people are like, oh, how'd you get? I'm not fussed. You know what I'm saying? Traveling ain't nothing to me.
Well, I
You know,
used
it
to
is what
do
it
that,
is.
G. I used to do it so much with Liverpool. I couldn't be asked no more, bro.
Last time I had a coach, just put Top Boy on. It just flew by.
I'm just trained. It's trained for me now, bro. Catch me at Euston. You get your coach in Victoria. I'll catch me at Euston and get in the train. I'll meet you in Liverpool after I've had. I'll meet you in Liverpool after I've had dinner, lunch,
I'm not
and
going.
breakfast.
Yeah, I hear you. Know what it is? It's them train fares.
Wolves
like
away is
plane
not
fares.
good as well.
You can get cheap
I've
train,
walked
bro.
to
I got a
Sheffield,
train
I
fare
ain't
up to Liverpool for £30, bro.
Yeah,
£20
that's-
even.
Yeah, I'm saying coming from Manchester, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that,
Manchester, bro. You just get the same things, bro.
No,
It's there, bro. Liverpool's there. Manchester's there.
There's no £30 train from Manchester to
I'm
London.
telling you, there's £30
There is
trains,
not,
bro.
fam.
You know,
There is
like
not.
Lewis. Listen, shout out to
My
Lewis. 'cause he
train
stepped me up.
pal. My train
Yes,
pal.
my train.
I've used my train pal. There is no. If we search on that for
I'm
2 months
telling
from
you, I
now,
saw one the other
guaranteed.
day, bro.
They know
Let
£30.
me have a quick look.
Yeah. There's
I
no.
saw one
there's
the
no
other
train.
day, fam. We saw it. No, I'm
£30.
talking about, but you have to book in advance, innit? I'm not talking about
Yeah,
like
what?
you
You
want to
got
book
6
the next
years in
day.
advance. Yeah. Then
No,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
just a week, bro. Just a little week, bro.
Okay, do a week in advance.
All right,
I'm
cool.
saying. Do a week in advance. Bear in mind, that's one way. That's not no return. So that's £60. And then traveling around London. and stuff.
7.49, 12, 15 quid, 11.50. That's
What, to
early,
London?
though. 7.50 from London to Manchester.
I told you, bro.
8.56.
What am I telling you? Don't talk to me. I told
15
you.
quid.
That shut you up real
9.56,
quick.
20 quid.
750. What?
Yo! I'm going Manchester. Wait, sauce.
Yo, what are we doing
Brother,
here?
let me get a coach for a tenner.
I'm
I
saying
didn't know
this is
that.
a return, by the way. This is a return. This is
'Cause
return.
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about-
Undercut.
Talk to
Oh,
me
no, it's not
nicely,
return.
You know
bro.
why?
Let's
Because I'm
talk
trying to
to
get
me
down
nicely.
to. Obviously, I'm trying to get down to the studio, and I'll be up there a lot more often. Man.
Brother,
You know what I'm saying?
returns are like 25 quid if you pick the right one. It's one change.
That's what I'm saying. If you book it in advance, bro, like if you do like a week in advance, you're getting them cheap. Like if you're doing it for the next day or 2 days, then yeah,
You
you're
gotta
gonna
get
you're
the
not gonna be
early,
paying less
early
than like
train,
40,
bro.
50
Yeah,
pounds.
man's calm with getting the early things. You know what I'm saying? Man would just end that. Yeah. That's calm.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Fata,
told
London
you,
Derby squad.
bro. You thought you were eating there, bro. You thought you did money off my shit, bro.
Man said 750. What did you say? 750? Did you say, Lewis?
No, not 750.
12.50.
Is my heating on? Hold on. Bro.
Yeah,
What?
740 or something. No, 740 train. Like the
740
time.
train. And how much was it? It was
Time.
25. Yo, that's
25. Yeah.
That's a
Fata
return.
says best case scenario would be London Derby. That or the Southern games. I wouldn't mind a Brighton or a Bournemouth or something. Late kickoff. That wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, Chelsea shite aside. Floors, is there anything we didn't touch on in the United game?
I think I've pretty much discussed it all, like when I was talking in regards to it right at the start. But yeah, there isn't really much more to add apart from I will not defend that performance. I already spoke about him going to the diamond, which made no sense. I can speak on the players at the club who are not good enough, but it's like pretty much all the players who were out there were either Ten Hag signings, players he's given a new contract to, or players we know he's happy with decisions. So for instance, giving Bruno the captaincy, we know you're happy having Bruno here. And like I said before, he can force people out. In regards to the actual game, for the first 15, 20 minutes, I have no issue. I was surprised. We were knocking the ball around while I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. And even in the first half, Brighton scored with their only shot on target. And it was a sucker punch. And I'm like, okay, we're down 1-0. The game is not lost. Like, we're more than capable of overturning the deficit. We literally did it against Forest. Yes, Forest are a much worse side than Brighton, but the team is out there. Like, in regards to the disallowed goal we had that just went out, Rashford hitting the bar, etc. But we got into the second half, they scored that goal and we just folded. And that was the worst thing about it. The most damning thing I can say about that game is it looked like us away from home. If that was at the Amex and we would have got beat like that, yes, I would have been disappointed, but I'm like, it's Manchester United away from home. We don't do well away from home. But that looked like an away performance. And that looked like the type of game, the way the players performed is the type of game that will get a manager to sack. You know what I'm saying? When players stop, you know what I'm saying? When players when players are not running, not pressing, just doing the basics. Like, that is so that's why I'm very, and even man said, shout out to Double A, he said this and he was there, that it seems the players are done with him. And that is a concern. That is a concern that we're putting in that type of performance. That's why I'm interested to see, of course, the result against Bayern, the results, we play Burnley, we play Palace twice, once in the cup, once in the league, is important. But I'm looking at performances. What are the personnel doing? So yeah, but yeah, awful in that. That second half in particular, dreadful.
You need a big result tomorrow, and I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm picking a draw, but that's more in hope than expectation.
Oh, we're just gonna breeze through the next.
Bayern aren't good though.
Yeah, neither are we.
I know.
But Bayern aren't good.
They're not at the best. They're not exceptional, but they're still better than us. They're still one of the best teams in the competition. They're still top 5.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a shaky start, but that's been about it.
I think you can nick a draw if you.
If we say, it's all about the setup. He has to set up because of all that. Because I've seen the traveling.
You need to set up like you did against Arsenal.
Because we've I've seen the traveling squad with all the players we have unavailable. This team picks itself. You can't mess this up. You know what I'm saying? We have 3 centre backs fit. One of them's Johnny Evans. We have 1 fit right back. We have 1 fit left back. Yeah, Neil, big up every single time, man. Love
Neil,
it.
big up, my guy. It's been real. Take care, man.
Cool. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Every time. We have one fit and available right back. We have 1 fit and available left back. We have 5 central midfielders fit. One of them's a youngster in Hannibal, the other Scott McTominay. This team picks itself. We have 1 right winger fit and available. We have 2 9s, and one of them's Martial. We have left is Rashford or Garnacho. You cannot mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Because of the amount of players we have missing. There's no issue. Varane's not fit.
Apparently Garnacho's going to start.
There's no Wan-Bissaka. If it's for Rashford, I hear it. But there's no Wan-Bissaka. There's no Shaw. There's no Malacia. There's no Varane. There's no Kobe Mainoo. There's no Amrabat. There's no Mount. There's no Anthony. You can't mess this up. There's no way you cannot pick the right team with the personnel that's available. You can't, and I don't want to see no diamond. I ain't trying to see no back three. Play 4-2-3-1/4-3-3. Play the blatantly obvious 11 to play because it's staring you in the face because of your lack of options. And if he does that, and even if we lose and we lose 2-0, but we put in a performance and he puts out that team, I go, all right, that's a step back in the right direction.
Some progress.
There is some progress. I expect us to finish second in the group anyway. It's all about getting out the group, and the be all and end all is not beating Bayern Munich away from home. Like, no, you beat Galatasaray twice, you beat Copenhagen twice, and then guess what? You'll get out of the group. Am I confident in those away games against Copenhagen and Galatasaray? No. But at the end of the day, are we better than those two sides? Yes. So therefore, we should beat them both twice. And if we beat them both twice, we get out the group. And then what happens on match day 1 and what happens on match day 6, totally different conversation. But it's get out of the group, and then because the competition is not strong, which I do agree with Ryan in regards to, yes, Bayern are one of the better sides, but this is the weakest we've seen from one of the weakest Bayern sides we've seen in recent times. Just don't be out here embarrassing us. Go put in a performance. You can be organized. Don't matter. You can have the 11 worst players in the world. Everton are
This
not a
ain't
good
the
side.
Bayern Munich that Arsenal faced.
Yeah. It's not that Bayern Munich. They still have quality
You
players.
take
Don't get me
Ribery,
mistaken,
Robin,
yes.
and Müller,
Yeah.
and fucking Lewandowski, and on them man there,
Yeah.
bro. This is
Harry Kane.
That's it.
Top
You
little
got
bit of
Harry
top.
Kane. You got hopefully Kimmich. They're saying Kimmich is 50-50, which is good. That's a massive help.
Oh yeah,
They still
Kimmich
got-
as well. Yeah,
They still got Alphonso Davies. You still got Musiala. They still have.
Oh no, they still
Sane.
got great players. I'm not
Yeah,
denying
Sane.
that, but this
Yeah. No, you're
like,
not
comparing
denying that. I'm
that
just
squad
saying
to
they
the
still.
squad before
Yeah,
is like
They got Kim at the
Agreed.
back as well.
yeah.
Plus
Kim
you got-
Jay as well. Yeah,
Plus you
yeah.
got Tuchel at the helm. Your car, you should lose badly, bro.
Like,
You
that's
might
just
lose,
legit.
but it wouldn't be a bad loss. It'd be like a 1-0 or 2-1.
Yeah,
or
I'm just
something.
saying, don't embarrass us. As much as I'm results over performances, I need to see a performance. Just bring me the basics. Organization. Be organized. Tough to beat. Close down. Consistent press. Again, back to what I was saying after the first 2 games of last season. The basics. I'm asking professional athletes to run. I'm asking professional athletes to be organized. This is crazy. Professional football team. Manchester United Football Club. Word to Said. And I'm just asking you, man, to do the basics. I even mentioned a win. Them words I've not even said win. I'm just saying manager settles up correctly. Settles up with the correct tactics. The team picks itself. You sit deep and hit them on the counter-attack. Play Palestri, Rashford, Højlund. Electric pace up top. That's the obvious thing to do. Because one thing those 3 have, all extremely mobile. And then you also have Garnacho off the bench to add to that. Or if you don't want to start Rashford and you play Garnacho, you have Rashford off the bench. None of this
Surely
diamond
Rashford
nonsense.
starts.
No, I'm saying he does, but the point I'm making is say he didn't start him. I'm just
Oh,
using
right.
that as an example in regards to you have option off the bench, so whether it's Palestri, whether it's Rashford, where you have someone who is electric off the
Yeah.
bench. Utilize it. And I've seen you, that's the worst part. Again, I've seen you do this. I've watched you do this all season long last season. And then we get to this season and you just switch and you don't
I
have a
don't get
plan.
how managers do this. Just go away from what works for you. I
Yeah.
just don't get it.
Why you go away
Dig
from
your own
what was
grave.
working? Yeah, like what got you a trophy in 3rd with the same guys, and you've added more of your people. Yet they're missing. Obviously, Højlund's only just got here. Amrabat will add into the team as well. Varane is definitely a big miss, but we can still be organized. Whether it could be Evans and Maguire out there. It won't
Just
be.
look
'cause
at
obviously Maguire's
Deserbi.
missing, but yes, you can be
Lost
organized.
how
That's why I
many
don't hear
big
it.
players, lost how many injuries, and look how they're playing at Old
Yeah, you can be
Trafford.
organized. You know what I'm saying? I watched Arsenal play Everton. Everton are not a good side whatsoever. But one thing they are is organized. And we're a better side than them with a better manager. They
Just
super
watch
organized.
Newcastle against Milan. They didn't even try
Organisation.
to attack, but they defended as a unit.
Defended as a unit. And if you lose that way, you're like, all right, cool, we lose. There's ways to lose though. Not in embarrassing fashion. But that's pretty much my thoughts on it.
Yeah, big up to Thatcher as well, saying odds checker on who's getting the sack, Poch or Ten Hag, looking
I
saucy.
thought Poch is your guy, Timo. You've been here defending him. Thought Poch was
I'd
your
put a
man.
bet on Poch if I were you, man. I appreciate the donation, bro. Cam, just gonna touch on Arsenal's victory over Everton quickly.
Hey, we brought the curse. Hey, we brought the fucking block up, curse. Hey. I hope you get relegated now.
No.
I know you do. I know you do. But
I
at least
only
you're
want
able
to
to
get
break
relegated.
down a low
I didn't want him to get relegated until we broke the curse. I couldn't have that on my head. Everton getting relegated and Arsenal hadn't beaten him since 2018. I couldn't have that on my head, bro. I'm sorry, as a club, that we couldn't have that on our head.
How did it feel to break down a low block? I'd like to know.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even watch the game. I watched the highlights, innit?
Fair enough. You didn't miss much.
You know, because I was busy Sunday, innit? Like, I was quite busy with the kids, innit? I had the kids with me, innit? So
Yeah, man, you're doing up dad duties.
I was out, innit? So I could only watch the highlights at the night. And what I saw, I mean, we looked all right. Like, we were quite organised as a team. But I'll give them that. Like, there was still concerning stuff. But Raya, hey,
he played well.
we drop Arsenal, and what happens? We don't concede. Winky dink, I think.
And
fucking
do not drop him at my ground. I'm just gonna say that right now. Do not drop him at my ground.
They've been linked with him,
bro. You're right, bro. Just know you might get a goal if Ramsdale plays. I'll be real with you. I said it as well. Ramsdale, no, because he would have been dropped for tomorrow. So Ramsdale
he means
tomorrow.
Ramsdale's been linked with Chelsea.
Oh yeah, no, take him, bro. 99 million, you can have Havertz for free, bro. Take him, bro.
I said 99 million. You know?
99 million.
This guy.
Yeah, because they're saying 100.
I negotiate with Brighton.
Bruv, listen, he's bruv, listen. According to certain fans, he's the best keeper in the world, bruv. Get what I'm saying, bruv? So 99 million.
Those same fans called Havertz our best player. So
listen. You're not listening. You're not listening. 99 million and you get Havertz for free, bruv. Imagine that. Great deal, bruv.
99 million naira, he means, probably. That would make
99 million British. The Queen. 99 million was the British Queen's pounds.
99 million yen.
Pounds. You know, the English pound. The great British pound. You know, the one currency that once was the strongest currency in the world. Not anymore. But what once was Great British pounds. You know, the Queen's money. Oh, I should say the King now, but you know the money that has the Queen on. You know the money that has the British Queen on. Queen Elizabeth. 99 million pound, and you get Havertz for free. But yeah, no, sorry. Now, from the highlights I saw, I mean, the goal was a good goal. That was a great goal by Trossard. He took that night. The fact that we dropped Havertz as well, I was happy. But yeah, man, I mean, like, what else can I say? But we came out with a win, 1-0. Kept it kind of near tight. They didn't really offer much. So
yeah, it was efficient. You lot were efficient. Everton
that's what I'm saying.
I watched the game.
Like,
Everton didn't offer.
It wasn't like any player was like
the
outstanding player like that.
Yeah.
But Raya, I like Raya because he actually kept above. Raya actually, from the little things I saw anyway, instead of him punching it out or like, you know what I mean, he actually collected it.
Yeah.
He caught it.
He did.
That's the problem. That's the problem Ramsdale has. He's too dramatic with his saves. He tries every fucking save has to be a camera save to him. Yeah. And he loves punching the ball out. He never catches it. He loves just like punching it away.
That's one thing. That's one thing I will say about Raya is his the way he came and collected crosses and free kicks and set pieces, which was a big part of Everton's attack. He did very well. He did very well off his line.
I think I wouldn't even say it's far fetched to say it's because of Raya we won that game.
I think he definitely had an impact because that's the only way.
And that's not me saying if we had Ramsdale we don't win that game.
Yeah.
But 100% there would have been a lot more pressure because most of them crosses would have been punched out and Everton would have just come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Raya, he's collected him and he's took the whole pressure off.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I mean, we're doing all right, man. I mean, 10 points from 12. Sorry, not 13 points from 15. Sorry, 13 from 15. Sorry. Yeah, man. This time last year, after 5 games, we took a loss after 5 games, innit, to United. So we've improved by 4. I think this time last year it was 4 wins and a L. Now it's 4 wins and a draw. So we've improved. We got a point. We're 1 point up from last year, bruv. We just don't look like we're playing as nice as football, but hey, we're getting there. And But Declan Rice as well, like I'm not saying he's £100 million yet, but he's been playing very well. Like he's been playing very well. Like I'll give him that, innit? Like he's been solid for us, like very solid. He surprised me, he's been a lot better than I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna struggle at certain times.
Nah, I never thought he was gonna struggle.
Not struggle, no. I don't mean when I say struggle, I mean like I don't mean like struggle like, oh my god, he's not gonna find his feet and shit. I mean like just a struggle to adapt to Arteta's way, if that makes sense. But you know what? Yeah. He's taking it with flying colours, and he's.
How you feel about the North London derby, though? It's actually a good question.
I'll be honest with you. I know Tottenham.
I'm gonna have to miss that game. Fuck's sake! I've got to sit through that Villa shit instead.
I know Tottenham are. Yeah. because they put Tottenham Arsenal fucking 2:00, bruv.
Yeah, Liverpool West Ham's the same time as well.
2:00, bruv. Are you putting? And who is it?
Meanwhile, you know what the late kickoff is? Sheffield United.
Sheffield United. Bruv, great fucking 4:00 kickoff that is, bruv. I mean, if it was Man United, I get it. Do you know what I mean? But it's Sheffield United.
Yeah, facts.
It's dead.
Do you know what I mean? Like, come on now, bruv. But like, bruv, but I think we should win. It's not going to be as easy as it's been in the last few years, but I think we should win. I wouldn't be very surprised if it actually come out as a draw because Tottenham are playing quite well at the moment. But I believe we should win. Do you know what I mean? And for tomorrow as well, I think we should win.
Yeah, your big day back in the UCL.
To Timo. Oh yeah, mate, I can't wait, bruv. I cannot fucking wait just to hear that
Even if it's 3 games again and be like,
even if it's 3 games at the Emirates. I don't care, bruv. 3 games at the Emirates just to hear the Champions League tune again. It's gonna feel like heaven for me.
3 games, is that it?
No, I'm saying, say if Arsenal, I'm talking if the worst comes to worst with Arsenal and they don't qualify out the group stage. I don't think we don't qualify. I'm saying if the worst comes to worst and we don't qualify, then we only get 3 games at the Emirates in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I need to hear in 2024.
I've not heard it since 2017, G. What are you talking about, bruv?
Well, Champions League, Europa League.
But yeah, man. And no, I don't think we get to the final at Wembley. I feel like the only way we get to the final at Wembley is if
I hope you do.
The only way we get to the final at Wembley is if either City or
I believe in yourself, man. Inter Milan made it.
The only way we get to this final is if City and Madrid get knocked out early, which ain't gonna happen. Or one of it, well, at least one of them does anyway, and we don't get put in the tough bar.
Yeah, which could happen
on the way to the final.
You could get a favourable draw. You could.
If we get a favourable draw, of course, I wouldn't put it past us to get to the final.
We don't.
And if we don't go to that fucking final, I'm putting us down to win because, bruv, that's Wembley, bruv.
I hope you make the final.
That's
really do.
Why do you hope they make the final, Lewis? Why would you?
I want them to make the final and lose. You know the tears. It will be glorious, man.
No.
That's the best kind of failure.
They could win.
You know where it's being held.
They won't win. There's a big occasion. They won't win.
You know where it's being held, bro.
I need Arsenal to make it all the way to the final.
You know where it's being held, bro.
I need them to invest.
You can't even beat us at Wembley. What are you talking about? You couldn't even beat us with your best teams at Wembley.
When they lose, it's even better. The tears, the misery, the sadness.
You want Arsenal to go to Wembley, champion? You want Arsenal to go to Wembley?
What?
I don't know what it is about Arsenal. Every time we're at Wembley, we turn the fuck up. I don't know what it is. Even with our shit squads, we turn the fuck up.
Streaks are meant to be over. They're meant to be broken. Ask the Undertaker.
Bro,
fine, man.
What do you mean streak? No, we're not on a streak, fam. We're not on a streak. It's just our record at Wembley.
Real Madrid or Man City or Bayern Munich, I ain't stressed.
Listen, I don't care. Bring anyone at Wembley at Arsenal, bro. I said it before. I even said it when I said if we end up playing City at Wembley in this shitty fucking trophy that Arsenal fans want to claim as a trophy, yeah, we'll beat them. And what happened? We beat them. All right, it was a draw and then we beat them on penalties, but we fucking beat them. Every time Arsenal go to Wembley, they come out the victors. It's just a given.
And anytime
That is
Arsenal
our
go,
fucking
No,
second
wait,
ground, bro.
wait,
That
wait,
is
wait,
our
wait.
fucking
And
ground,
and
bro. We go there
anytime
and
Arsenal go to a European final, they go and lose. It goes both
we've
ways.
been to one. Oh no, two. We've been to two.
And you lost both.
He's got a point there.
One of them, I didn't even give a
Why
fuck
are we
about.
why
One
are
of
we
them.
already talking about Arsenal getting into a Champions League final when they got
Yeah,
knocked
but I
out
don't even
in
know.
the
No,
Europa
because
League?
I'm just saying,
Europa League
no.
was
Look at the
last
super chat. Look at the
Lisbon.
super chat. Look at the super
Yeah,
chat.
but why are we going this deep into it? Like,
I'm not.
You know-
I said
you
that.
know why?
I even said that
Hey,
we're not
Brian,
getting Wembley.
you know why?
I
No,
said we're not
Brian.
getting Wembley.
You know why? You know why? Because if they are good enough. If they get a favor, if they have Inter Milan's run that Inter Milan had, they make the final.
I hear that.
They make the
But
final.
then
Like, don't get mistaken, they get beat. I don't need Arsenal anywhere near a Champions League final. I'm going through it as it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't need any more footballing stress.
I am
in
here
it.
for it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in it.
Yeah, I
Like,
know
word
why
to that
Flawless
meme I
is
put
saying
out.
that, 'cause
Yeah,
he-
yeah. You know why? My ups are all doing well, man.
Bro,
The
all
three
three
teams
of
I
his
dislike the
ops right
most
now is
are
peak,
the
bro.
best
All
teams in the
three of his
country.
main
This
ops.
shit's not fun
And if
anymore,
you're a
man.
United fan,
We love to
if
see
you
it.
don't remember anything before 2006, yeah, you don't understand why he's saying Arsenal is one of the main ops, bruv. Because that, bruv, Arsenal and not United are on deep, bruv. Like that Fergie Wenger, bruv, they used to be fights, bruv. If there was a gun, someone's getting shot, bruv.
You crazy.
Like that's how peak it used to get, bruv. Bruv, when it came to Arsenal fans and United fans, bruv. Oh my, we used to fight United fans more than we fought fucking Spurs fans.
Rivalry was deep.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just hope you win the final. Well, not win the final. I hope you get to the
Yeah,
final.
see? Hey, he said it. Clip it. No, I know how.
Oh, wow. I
I told you
misjudged
he's an
your
Arsenal
words.
fan. I
You-
fucking
you
told you he's an
caught me.
Arsenal fan. I fucking
You caught
told
me.
you.
Hold up, where is it?
I fucking told you that this guy was an Arsenal fan, fam.
Timbers, bro.
I told you this guy was an
You're
Arsenal
being
fan before 2006. I fucking told you, bro.
Yeah, Cam,
I
this
hope
is for
you win
for
it. I
trying to
hope you
ride
win
that.
it. I fucking told you he was an
Shame.
Arsenal fan, bro. This
Shame.
fucking dickhead, bro.
Shame.
Man, oh, man.
There's no
I'm
shame
so
about it. You should put your own screen saying
I'm so
shame.
ashamed,
You're the
bro.
one that fucking said it, bro. You're the one that I hope you win the fight. What are you talking
so
about, bro?
So no one's ever stumbled across their words before.
No, that wasn't a stumble, bro. A stumble's that's a stumble, bro. You said what you said out loud with chest. You're an Arsenal fans before 06. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro,
Just
find
confirmed
me
it to me, bro.
pictures, find me
You
anything
confirmed it to me.
before you ever
You have
disgrace
fucking
my name
confirmed
like
it to
that
me,
again.
bro. You
Before
confirmed it to me.
Never disgrace my name like that again.
Bro,
I
you
will never
confirmed
be
this guy was
associated with
100%
that.
an Arsenal fan before 06. 100%,
I will
bro.
never.
You're definitely one of them Chelsea fans that was an Arsenal fan before 06,
Stinky
bro.
institution. Big up to my guy Monster. Big up Monster every
Larger
time.
months every single time.
Speaking of,
Bro,
that's a good
Lewis,
segue.
I caught
Ryan.
you out, bro. I fucking caught you out, bro.
Yeah. Ryan, what are you saying, my guy? Wolves 1, Liverpool 3.
But anyway, I've got to jump off it.
Big up, my guy. Take care,
I
bro.
love everyone.
Big up,
I love
bro.
each and every
Love
time, and for the
he's-
chat and all
This
that.
guy crazy. Love fam
Big
every
up,
single
brother.
time.
Love,
Shout out, Cam,
Right,
Cam.
Ryan, 3-1 Wolves. Fuck Wolves again for not burying their chances. I'm sick to death of it. But yeah, resilient comeback. Brilliant second half performance. Thoughts on the game, my friend?
To be honest with you, I'm not exactly like over the moon with it. Like, you know, a lot of Liverpool fans, they seem to be forgetting the first half. I know I'm really happy we won. Yeah, obviously I'm really happy we won. We've made a great start in terms of results, 13 points out of 15. But I'm not gonna forget like that first half didn't happen. Do you get what I mean? I'm not going to. Like, I understand coming from just that first game after an international break. I can understand you being a bit off it, you know, at the start. I can understand that. You know, City were 1-0 down at half-time, for example. You know, it can happen. All your players coming back from an international break. But not that shit. Do you get what I mean? Like, not that bad in the first half. Like, bro, we're not exactly playing a great team here. We're playing a team who are down there, but I don't think they're a bad team, Wolves. But they're not good either. We should be going there winning easily. And they're not a good team. And they should have been out of sight at half time, really. They should have been 2 or 3 up, and then there's no coming back at the end of the day. Like, we were really, really, really bad in that first half. That first half was like, it was as bad as anything I saw last season. And we were really bad last season as well. So, you know, on the ball, we were rubbish. Off the ball, we were rubbish. obviously, I know we're playing a back line that, you know, we've never played, Robertson, Quansah, Matip, Gomez, but it's like I said, it still shouldn't be that bad. And, you know, McAllister should never have played. That's on Klopp. He should never have played because the guy needed, like, you know, the Argentina plays, Enzo as well, needed oxygen tanks and stuff in midweek for where they played. How the hell you can play him then, start him then, on a Saturday, just a few days after he played in that game is beyond ridiculous. Like, that's on Klopp fully. And yeah, man, it was just terrible that first half. And, you know, like I said, if Mateus Cunha had put away that chance to make it 2-0, we're here having a completely different conversation, to be honest with you, because I don't think we come back and win. So, you know, for me, Klopp in-game management was very good. He made the right changes. He changed the formation as well to a 4-2-4, which definitely helped. And yeah, we came back second half. But at the end of the day, you're not going to get away with that all the time. Do you get what I mean? And look, the second half we did play very well. And I think what helped with the changes is we just pushed Wolves back, putting on the extra attacker. So we had 4 attackers on the pitch. So it pushed Wolves
Constant
back. And then
pressure.
when Nunes comes on as well, just after Gakpo scored for Gakpo, with his pace, it pushed Wolves back even more. And that's how we were able to gain full control of that second half. We just pinned them back and they couldn't get out. They didn't hurt. I don't remember Wolves having one chance in that second half at all. So second half, we played very well. You know, I've got to give a lot of players credit. I thought Quansah for us was really, really good. You know, his first Premier League start, you know, coming in a defensive line like that. I thought he did very well. Even in the first half, I was saying he's doing okay here. Like, he's doing well. Salah as well. I didn't think Salah had the best game, but again, he's coming up with these match-winning assists. Like that pass for the Robertson goal in particular. I don't think people realize how hard that pass actually is to make. Like, if you look at it, like people who play football,
Did he get 3 assists?
I think the last one didn't get given to him because of Elliott's shot deflected for an own goal. So it didn't. Yeah, it didn't actually get given to him. But that, I mean, like I said, that pass for that second goal, Robertson's, is just to get the exact weight and shape on that pass is very difficult to do, and it was just a beautiful pass. And he's been the assist guy this season, man. Like, you've seen some of the assists he's got, some of the passes he's played so far this season against Chelsea for the Diaz goal, the Nunes goal against Newcastle, for example. He's been on that this season, to be honest. I still expect the goals to come from him, but he's definitely kind of changed his role in the team where he is dropping deep and looking to create more. So yeah, look, there are definite worries though. Like I said, we can't get away with playing that first half again. Like, if we play like I'm confident against West Ham at home this weekend just because we're at home. And I think the way we were actually playing at home recently has actually been very good. But when we play Tottenham away and Brighton away after that, that's a worry, man, because they're two very good teams playing very well. And if we play like we did in the
and
first,
Arsenal coming up. Fucking hell.
yeah. So
Yeah,
if
Spurs
we
under
play,
the microscope, man, that's gonna be
Yeah.
That's
interesting.
tricky.
Because it's
Nice.
games they don't. It's
Some
two games
pressure for them.
it's 2 games they don't do well in. But hey, come on, you Spurs, man. Shout out Spurs.
yeah, and
Why?
yeah. So
What you mean, why?
if we
Same
play
ops.
Spurs,
Yeah. You know, I just deeped it.
Yeah,
it.
same
Fair
ops,
enough.
man.
Fair
Enemy
enough.
of my enemies.
Enemy of my enemy. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, go on, Ryan. Sorry.
yeah, but like I say, if we play like we did in the first half against Spurs and Brighton away, the game will be done. There will be no coming back. That's the thing. So we need to take that as a lesson learned. And this is where I think Klopp was getting way too much credit the other day. People say masterclass from him, brilliant from him, giving him all the credit for his in-game management. But he was just correcting the fuck-ups that he made at the beginning. That's all he did. He was just correcting the fuck-ups he did.
Inverting
The
Joe
guy
Gomez.
played McAllister is when he should never have played. Should
Yeah,
never
fair.
have been anywhere near that pitch from the start. And played Joe Gomez as an inverted fullback. Do you know how stupid that is?
Yeah,
Do you know how ridiculous that is?
That is
Play Joe
outrageous.
Gomez as an inverted fullback.
Insane.
What the fuck? Oh my word! Honestly, so I'm not giving him that much credit for the other day when he was almost his fuck ups from the beginning. If Mateus Cunha scores that chance to make it 2-0, we're not winning that game, and then the full blame goes on Jurgen Klopp. So I'm not going to sit here and massively, praise him for correcting his fuck ups. Like, well done, you did what you were supposed to do. Congratulations. We shouldn't have fucked it up from the beginning. And this is where he needs to learn as well. You can't be making mistakes like that. Because like I said, when we come up against better teams, there'll be no coming back. So, like I said, I'm happy we won. Great start in terms of the season, 13 points out of 15, especially with some of the games we've had on paper. But, bro, there are worries there. I'm not going to act like there isn't. There are definite worries there at the end of the day. Like, so, yeah, man, let's just see what the next few
All right,
games
long may
brings.
they continue.
Yeah, we
Long
don't
may
have
they
Liverpool
continue.
yet.
I
We
need
don't-
someone else in the mud here with us.
Yeah,
It's not Bree just sitting
Yeah,
there being
you man,
shit.
you man need another one.
Just,
Yeah, I need another transfer window, bruv. Give me some here we goes. I'm sick of this football crap.
I just want to do the Men in Black thing, man, and just run it from there. That's what I
If
mean.
you find that, send it my way when you're
Oh, yeah,
done, if you can
of
remember.
course, fam. You know what I'm saying?
You might not be able to, innit?
I won't. I make sure. But I'll say pass
Little
this on to
IOU
Lewis after
or
I
little
get it. Yeah.
no-
I'll just tell
no
someone in
sauce.
it. I'll be like, make sure you pass this to Lewis after I use it.
Just before you wrap up, Jan, are you here? Is she here?
Yeah,
Yes, Jan. How was the UCL game today?
it was all right. It was just one of them frustrating first half because, like, any other day we're 3-0 up, but today I don't know what was going on. Foden, I don't know what he was doing. He should have
Haaland
had.
missed a fuck ton of chances.
Oh God, Haaland was worse than Foden. Haaland missed. I think Haaland could have legit had 5 goals today. Foden could have had about 3. I'm not even joking. Them lot were just missing, taking it in turns to miss. Like it was, yeah. We just could not hit the target in the first half. But I just wanted to shout out Nunes because I think he's been brilliant. Like since he's come in, Doku as well. But obviously Doku didn't play the whole game. But yeah, he was really, really good today. I think if Alvarez didn't have the masterclass that he did, Nunes might have been, and Rodri as well, I suppose, because Rodri's Rodri. But Nunes might have got man of the match, to be fair, because he was really, really good in that first half. Didn't see as much of him in the second half because I was at the other end, so it was like I didn't see as much of him personally. But yeah, I thought overall it ended up like a routine win, but just the way it went, it was a bit, you know. But then somebody was saying it's almost immaculate to West Ham game. It was similar. Like we conceded just for half time, and then we scored just after half time.
Me and my mate was literally joking
quite
about it.
similar.
He was stressing about the first half. I'm like, no, you'll
Yeah.
come back. You'll come back. 60 minutes later. Oh, so it took 20 seconds less than the West Ham game for you to
Yeah.
score.
Do you know what? To be honest, at home,
What life you guys have. Just no stress.
do you know what? I came out the stadium today and I was like, I cannot remember the last time I saw Man City lose at home. It's been about 4 years. I'm not even joking because every
I
game
remember
that
the
we've
last
lost,
time I saw us win at
I've
home.
not been there because I wasn't there for
When was our
Brentford
last
last
home
season. I wasn't even there for the
Luton.
Everton draw.
Luton.
Oh, yeah, Luton.
You beat Lewin, man. See, there you go.
Oh, do they even count as a Premier League team? They're like half a team.
Barely.
I will take it. We'll take. We're not getting anything else, are we? Fuck
Nah,
it.
man, you'll beat Villa on the weekend.
Are you
No,
sure about
no,
that?
we're not. You're like you were trying to hold on to that laugh for your life.
I'm trying to help you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. Have faith. You know what I'm saying? John Trocero.
Hey man,
That's
Villa
it.
play high line,
No,
man.
no,
Emery's
don't
a
give me
bit
this Don
naive like
Trocero
that.
crap as well. I'm never following that shit again in my life.
Hey, I just think this is beautiful because you tried to crash on me because I was a fan of Poch. And then he signed
Oh,
for you managing your club.
yeah,
And then you switched. You know what I'm saying? And was doing all this.
I
John
gave him a
Trocero
chance,
He
and I'm
switched,
still
yeah?
giving him a chance. It's
Facts.
just he's fluffing him.
Yeah, he's fluffing. I
fluffing
think
it.
it's just beautiful because the shamelessness, the 180 you did on Poch was absolutely disgusting.
Nah, this just means I was overall correct.
Yeah.
I just should never have gone against my laurels. I should have trusted the gut feeling.
Yeah.
Don't take ex-Tottenham managers. They don't know how to win. Simple as. I said trust in Don Poch. Your ownership clearly didn't. The dumbest thing is they were correct. They were correct not to. Me and Rance were talking about this on the stream earlier today.
Yeah, we almost got
Like they said, don't go for Ten Hag, and we mocked them, and they were correct. They didn't go for Poch, and we mocked them. Boy, they might have been correct. They might have been correct. The crazy bold prick is actually correct.
To be
I
fair,
said my
though,
180 turn is you what?
Yeah, your 180. No, your 180 is. is more disgusting than Lewis's because at least Lewis's is from a football.
Timo's is a
perspective.
shameless
Yours
kind
is
of
not.
one.
Nah, we know why, innit? We know why.
Yeah,
but
it's
We
just
know
'cause
why.
of
We're not
Eleanor.
going to get into it, but we know
there you
why.
go. You said it. Yeah, it was 100%.
It's just Eleanor. We'll call it what it is.
I just didn't want to bait him out like that. But hey, Timo, hold that, fam, hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Lewis did that. Like I wasn't even gonna bait him out, but I let you do it, Fez. Yes, you
I
are
we all
110%
know,
correct.
don't we? Well, other than Ryan.
I think
but we all
everyone
base-
in the comments knows.
Yeah,
to be
now
honest.
all 150 people know as well. So yeah, congrats to them. Hey, Timo, hold that, fam.
Hey,
Look
good
at him,
promo.
the picture next to him. That picture next to him. That's disgusting, you know, Timo.
Big up,
The way
big
you
up,
tra-
Helena.
Timo, shout out to Elena every single
Yeah,
time.
big up.
Timo was crashing on Poch when he was at PSG. This guy was celebrating watching
Bro, there's
of
videos
him
of it.
Yes, PSG, who had nothing to do with Chelsea at that point. It's not like Chelsea were in the group and needed PSG to lose for Chelsea to go through. Despicable, man. That is despicable.
You know why I didn't do it on video? I did it on Twitter so I could delete it all.
Yeah, I know you did.
You gotta move smart.
You shameless bastard. You this.
You gotta move smart, bro. But I will bring back that penitentiary with Poch in the background again.
This
I will
guy
bring it
crashed
back.
on me.
I will lock him up in the penitentiary myself. I'm fine with it. Absolute fraud, bruv.
Who do you go for if you sack Poch, though?
Oh, I don't know or care.
Frank Lampard.
No,
Super
no,
Frank,
no.
yeah, Super Frank.
No.
Super
Definitely.
Frank.
That's the one thing that's you
Hey,
know
man,
why
Super-
you know why I've been cussing Poch out so much, but I ain't said Poch out. I know what's around the fucking corner.
Super
Hey,
not
man,
here
only
for
one
it.
of them beat Bournemouth away, man. For
Hey,
Chelsea.
you know what, Ryan? You spitting, fam. You spitting. You spitting.
He is
Only one
actually
of them beat
spitting as
Bournemouth
well.
away.
That's
One
the
of them
worst.
didn't settle for a point at Bournemouth.
Yeah, only one of them went for the win.
One of
Only
them
one
we
of
went
them wasn't a
2-1 up
coward.
at Bournemouth and he said get more and we got more. Another
Only
one we had
one of them
nothing
was
and he
brave.
said stay back, keep
Facts.
what
only,
we have.
only one of them passed the Vitali. What is it? The
Yo, Bournemouth were pushing, you know. Bournemouth were pushing for that winner, bro. It was hilarious. Chelsea's best
No.
player
The
was
Nicholas
the keeper.
Jackson tweets will stay. I still believe in that guy. I still believe in Jackson. The
Yeah, he's
problem is
not
this
actually a
shit.
bad player. I just don't know if he's going to be the goal scorer you need. But he's actually not a bad footballer. Like he's actually got like very good fundamentals. But I'm just not sure if he's going to be the guy who's going to get you like 20 plus goals in a season, etc. That's the main doubt because I think his finishing at the moment is looking very suspect. But in terms of footballer, like his hold up, link up play, I think it's pretty good from what I've seen. He drives with the ball quite well as well. So it's
He
just the
seems like
finishing
more
that
of a
needs
winger to
improvement.
me than anything.
Possibly, yeah, maybe.
We talk about Action Jackson up front.
Mhm.
Bring back Lukaku, and then you can play on the wing, innit?
That would have been really nice if Lukaku wanted to be here. Like all I needed was Lukaku to be invested. I would have been invested too. But
Maybe
you weren't.
top notch Poch is the guy. Put the arm round the shoulder, chat to him, and be like, you know what, pat it.
Lukaku didn't even want to chat to him. They didn't have a word to each other.
Why do you even want to chat to him?
Now he didn't even want to chat to him. He's like, no, I don't want to be here. Get me back
Hey
to
man,
Italy.
Tonali's doing the same thing at Newcastle, man. I'm telling you, bro. Tonali looks so depressed at Newcastle. I feel so bad for him. It literally
Poor
looks
guy
like
at
he's being
Milan,
held
like, wait, I have to go back. Oh, fuck.
It literally looks like he's being held at gunpoint whenever I see him, bro. Like, I actually feel bad for him.
He wasn't good today.
Big up
He was bad today.
exclusive.
He wasn't
Drill
good,
for
but I don't
us.
think he's been great this season so far. To be honest,
Sorry, go on,
Tonali.
Lewis. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Just saying big up to exclusive drill for the super chat. Love for that. Nicholas Jackson is another one just being held back by the system. The only shit players I've seen is Gallagher, Chilwell. Silva's a great defender, but he plays the ball so fucking slowly.
Man mentioned the vice captain. And
I
the
think
vice
Gusto's
captain,
done
vice
well
captain.
for you. I like Gusto. I think he's been good for you actually since Reece James got injured. To be fair,
Gusto is such a cheat code. You just need to work on the crossing. Everything else is fine.
but I
Everything.
think he's a really good player.
Yeah, well, hopefully things change by next week. But I know I'm going to be here on Tuesday, just drowning.
Yo, where's
myself.
Madwecki been? Because I feel like I ain't seen him a lot this season.
Another one in the injury list.
Yeah, he got injured.
Minor,
Oh, he's
nothing
another
too
injury.
deep. But he's another one in the injury list. But I don't even try and talk about injuries too much because I think it's an excuse. It's only relevant when you talk about the bench. That's the only relevancy to it. Other than that, it's just an excuse. All this club is excuses. It's either Nkuku or it's fucking we needed to protect the point or it's the other 11 injuries, even though like 8 of them aren't starting for us. Or just fucking inexperience. or whatever this club makes up at this point. Like even Fabrizio's talking about, we will protect the players for the next 1 to 2 months. AK, we'll make all the excuses we can until January when Nkunku comes back. Or God forbid, we rush him back from injury. And then when he doesn't fit, the lofty-ass expectations that we strapped up to this guy for 4 months, it's going to get ripped.
Yeah, because he is.
And you know what? That's going to be the club's fault when it gets to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure being put onto him already, to be honest with you. And it's only going to keep
building. The
whole
whole of this club's future is meant to be on this one man's back. Like, what?
The worrying thing is for you, you've already seen the amount of pressure being put on him now. If results continue to get worse, which they very much could do in the next few months, because he's still out till January, the pressure is just going to keep building and building upon him because the return's getting closer and it's getting worse for you, bro. Like, yeah, like it could be kind of
another
for him.
excuse as well. We didn't get a striker because we're waiting for Tony till January. We're trying to be patient and wait till January. I don't need Tony to be Bournemouth, Forest, and fucking Wimbledon.
That's true. It's true. Wimbledon, you know. Wow.
Why this club is full. We might be in our banter era.
No, you're definitely in your banter era.
I genuinely feel the league gunner in me just coming out, where I'm just getting sick of everything around this club.
You finished 12th last season, and now
you might be. You are definitely in your banter era,
bro. I was fuming with those Premier League predictions 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm like, you know what? Fair enough.
Oh yeah, when did we put you 12th in it? We might have put you too high.
You might have
to revisit that.
You're already lower than that.
I might have to revise my prediction of United finishing 4th as well.
Oh, you think?
That was insane.
I revise it.
Yeah, you think? I tried to argue with that. So just to clarify, for everyone watching Shameless right now, when they were like, United are going to finish 4th, me as the Manchester United rep was like, no, we are not. And I said this, no, they ain't finishing 4th.
I just thought you might get like some jammy results, you know, like you do at home, but like, I don't know, man. It's like looking pretty peak for you, man.
Was this it? Yo, we really put you like 12th, you know.
Yeah. You know what? Fair enough.
We would have gone lower if
I was fuming during the stream, but like now it's calm. It's whatever, man.
How many points you off 12th? Like 3 points.
How many points we off 12?
Yeah, off 12. Are you a win away from 12?
It should be a win. It shouldn't be two.
It should be a win.
Hey man, Lewis, if
we're a win away from 8th.
All right, see, there you go.
Okay, so it's not all that bad. It's not all that bad. Yo, Lewis, to be fair, if Jan was on that prediction stream, she thought Chelsea could finish 2nd a few weeks ago, you know?
Yeah, Jan on her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's drugs.
I said 3rd on someone's stream a few weeks ago.
She see this one?
That's
drugs. That's just hard drugs. Yeah, that's hard class A raw stuff, man. Like
that's class A plus, bro. Like.
Yeah, 100%. She a clown anyway. Hold that, Jan. Shut up.
Only she's there.
Nah, she knows. She there.
Suck
she ain't
my
gonna
dick, you little bitch.
Oh no. Yeah, can you actually
Jan, you good
though?
You good, Jan? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at the moment.
Right,
can you explain it, Jan? By the way, why you had Chelsea finish? You thought Chelsea could finish 2nd?
Class A drugs.
No. To be honest, before the season started, I did say that depending on what Liverpool did, because at one stage Liverpool had like no midfield.
We still have, we have got a few, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when you bought, I said if you get the midfielders that you need, then I think you will challenge us closest. But
we didn't buy a DM though. Klopp's a criminal, you know. He's actually a criminal.
With Chelsea, the only thing that I said is that over a season, having one game a week might go in their benefit. But the problem is they're not even getting the wins that they would normally get. So
they should get, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're not getting. I would expect them to beat the teams that they've been losing to. Do you know what I mean? So if they were kind of there and thereabouts, when everyone starts playing in Europe, getting injuries, flying all over the world, I thought they could maybe benefit from that. But at the moment, they're not getting the points they need.
Yeah,
so it's more likely to be like a Spurs that are getting them points. Do you know what I mean?
Bear in mind, they had the easiest start as well on paper.
Very easy start. Very easy start.
And I use easy in quotation marks.
No, it's the easiest. It's definitely the easiest.
It was definitely the easiest, I'd say, yeah.
I'll bring the chart back up again.
City have actually started really well. Normally we start a bit slow.
Yeah, normally City end up dropping points in a couple of games. They're not even doing that far.
The last time we've done this was the Centaurian season.
City are just trying to end this league early for once. Like, if you look at it, normally City don't run away with the league.
please
They
do.
win it, but they don't usually run away
none of
with
that,
it.
Lewis.
They're
Fuck
trying to
all that.
run away with it this year
Hey,
now.
no one else. None of the other rivals, man.
Friggin-
Blue
who's
Brothers.
there? I'm trying to think.
Greater
You know what it
Goodman.
is?
Give it
It's
Brentford.
because
I don't know.
it's because Pep's full of.
No, we just fuck that. What about Brentford? I just deep that. I'm not here for that shit. All I have is West London right now.
Nah, you don't, fam.
No, I don't
You
even think you have
West
that
London.
fun.
You know what I'm saying? At least I'm the second best team in my own end.
Big
You're
up,
third.
big out, man.
Glad you be go. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
still the best in our
Fuck
own.
yeah,
There
come
Why
isn't
you
on,
best
laughing?
in
Yeah,
our
don't
own.
do that. You know I'm spitting. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know I'm spitting. Laugh,
Big
don't
up,
hold
big
it in. Yeah, large up
Big
girl
up,
every single time.
Oh, shit,
Nah,
just
I
win
think-
on the
Lewis is stressed.
This is just so shit, man.
I came on here to see Flawless being depressed, and now he's laughing at you. What is this?
You know why? Because we on the same jail, innit? He just
I feel like
and
Flawless is just on vibes now.
He just done 23-hour lockdown and because it's just funny what got said. That's what
You
it is.
also ain't the dumbass that paid us a fucking season ticket for this crap.
Yeah, and as bad as we are, and we are bad, they worse. I was so fearful in that Bournemouth game that they were gonna score. I'm like, I'm gonna be out here drowning by myself, but we drowning together. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
the
man.
deal with that? Because
Really
like
good.
it's like last season, Liverpool should have been getting bantered, but Chelsea were worse than Liverpool. So
Yeah, that's what it
Liverpool
was.
get out of it.
Chelsea just helping, man. I'm so thankful for Chelsea because they
Chelsea saved me last season.
as bad as Manchester United are, we are bad. I just look to Chelsea and go, rah, you man are worse.
Even
Like,
Tottenham. So forget how much of a mockery they were last season. They flew under the radar for us. They weren't doing road to 40 points.
To be fair though,
You
I'm
was
not.
doing road
I'm
for
not
40 points for
surprised.
months.
I'm
From
not
January
surprised that this new
to
manager's
May.
good for Spurs though.
What?
I think that's what. No, the new manager for Spurs, because I think they needed someone that's not under any real pressure. Because I think when they had like Poch, it was like, right, okay, this guy can take
I
us to
agree.
the Champions League final. What else can he do? Whereas this guy, everyone was a little bit like, what can he do? We don't know yet. So people are going to give him time, and I think Spurs fans will buy into it. So I think
They
I think
definitely
they'll do
are.
all right.
Like, you're spot on, because it's like what I said about Poch earlier on. The difference in pressure between being Tottenham manager and Chelsea manager is massive. And you look at the season Tottenham had last season. You heard most Tottenham fans, or even all Tottenham fans I heard, even before the season started, were like, just have a season, kind of a reset season, with, just seeing some progress. There was no talk about getting top 4 or anything like that, or winning a trophy. So the pressure is kind of completely off Postecoglou, and it's kind of showing in a way. And you still got to give him massive credit, because you can see the style of play he's implemented in the first few games, how it's completely different to last season, how well they're playing as a team. But yeah, the pressure
he
is
sort of
definitely a factor.
specializes in making teams better. Like, do you know what I mean? So he's that's what he does. So I mean,
I like
I'm
him. I
not
like
surprised about
Postecoglou
that.
as well. Yeah, he seems a really likable guy as well, to be honest with you. Like, he genuinely does. Like,
Yeah, it's a
can't
shame.
really hate on him. Yeah, I can't really hate on him.
No, I
to be honest.
can. He's a Tottenham bastard.
Hey,
I don't
shout out Spurs, man. Real ones.
Yeah, shout out Spurs.
You know what I'm saying? The real
Fucking
pride of
Posta
London.
no clue, bruv. Yeah, you can
Posta
hold
no
that.
clue is a brilliant slander name, yo. Posta no clue.
Posta
It's a
clue, all of
brilliant
this
slander
shit.
name, yo. Posta no clue is a brilliant slander name, yo.
Just need to wait for him to drop points a little bit. Liverpool, Arsenal, you better have something for us.
Hey, I reckon they'll beat us still.
Hey,
I genuinely
beat
think they're
Liverpool,
gonna
beat
us.
Arsenal, please. I need that. You know what I'm saying? Slow down them two trains.
But
man. I'm
they'll
tired.
lose to Arsenal, because they never beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
the
But,
Emirates.
this is Postecoglou, man. This is different. This is Ange. Big Ange. Why is Jan just laughing? What's going on? What did I miss?
Because it's pasta no clue.
If that's the no clues,
Or Postecoglou, that's another good one.
Postecoglou is brilliant, yo.
That's amazing.
Imposter. Oh,
brilliant.
that's such a sick name. Oh my
That's-
word.
That's brilliant.
Hey, you know what? I need Spurs to lose a couple games. We need to drop these.
Oh, they should have come out. After they got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Fulham, it should have been said there, man. Oh,
Don't worry, man. They'll lose again. Don't worry about it.
Who
they'll
even came up
definitely
with
lose.
that?
When they get knocked out of the FA Cup sometime later on this season, because they will, like, because it's Spurs. But like, we'll have that loading still. No, it will. I mean, come on, bro. Like, it's Spurs, innit? Like, they will get knocked. They're not going to win the FA Cup. Like,
Hey, man, I told you, big Ange at the wheel, man. Have faith.
It would be kind of funny if they did win the FA Cup, though. I
With
can't
Kane
lie.
leaving, it would be kind of
Hey, uncomfortable conversations about
yeah,
certain Harold saying,
uncomfortable conversations.
especially if Bayern Munich don't win nothing.
Do you know what's worse?
Imagine
It's
Bayern
the
don't win a
fact that the
trophy
last
and
time-
Spurs win the FA. Oh my days!
But that's what I'm saying. The last time they won a trophy was the season before Kane came in.
There you go.
No, but I
So
think Kane came into the
literally-
U team at that time, didn't he? I'm not sure.
Hey,
Yeah, but he'd not played. The minute he started playing, they stopped winning.
That's
it's
true.
mad.
Yeah, they haven't
That's
won.
mad.
Them, so.
So it's gonna be worse for him. But to be fair, I think the thing with Kane leaving as well is again the sort of expectations go down, like you're saying. So it takes pressure off the team because when Kane's there, everyone looks at them like, oh, they should be winning this game because they've got Kane. Whereas now they can just focus on playing their football. I think it might, obviously it's not going to make them better because obviously Kane was their best player, but it's going to take the pressure off them, I think.
Thing is, I
That's it.
think they're
But
actually.
yo, Ryan, before you go, yo, I'm a dip. Love every single time.
I'm coming on the
Yo,
show
you know what
anyway,
time it
but,
is.
like-
Yeah. That's why I said
Oh,
Every,
what-
every
to let everyone
single
know.
time, yeah.
It is. To who? Yeah, of course. Love every single time to Lewis. That's bro. What are we talking
Big
about?
up my guy.
Who
Every
else did I
time.
say that to?
No, I said you.
She wanted you to say it to her. That's why.
Yeah. Love every single time.
No. He said love every dingle time. So I said every dingle time.
Every single time, you know what I meant. You know what I'm saying? But large up, you know what I'm saying? Love every single time to everybody. Large up the chat. You know what I'm saying? Catch up with you lot shortly.
Yeah, because I need to dip
Ryan,
as well. 'Cause
I'm going to see you in
going
2
on.
minutes anyway, Ryan. innit?
No
But yeah,
worries.
that's it.
We're gonna wrap it up here
love.
anyway.
Yeah,
but
big up, man.
Big up everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that. And yeah, head over to Flawless's show. It's been a sick show. Big up, people. Big up.